Hello? Hello, 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 hello. I'm here, I'm ready, I'm doing my thing. Let me just check to see if everything sounds good. And then, actually, it's going to be a weird thing. I'm going to take off my headphones after that. Because I need to do something with my hair. And I need to do something with my hair. And you know what? And, you know, I also want to stream at the same time. So, I don't need my headphones on. Just won't hear anything. So that's what I'll be doing for all this time. Anyway, I wanted to just sit here and, you know, play some games for a bit. So why not play through Blimmin' Rogue Trader again? Why not? You know? We're near the end. We got close to it before. And so being able to finally just get through this bit, which I'm assuming is the end of the act. The only way that we'd go further than what we're fighting like now in Comora would be if we were fighting like, you know, the next step after an Archon is like I guess like Vect himself. I don't know, it'd be something like that, right? And assume so. So I think we're probably hitting the end game. Right, so let's get through this. Well, I say let's get through this. That sounds mean. Let's see if we can actually fucking fight the battle. You know, I'm not very good at this fight. I lost like a load of my people in like the first round. I don't really know how to use Mammon's Eye. I think that's probably a part of it. But there is a couple things I think I mentioned it on Twitter, but in case you didn't notice, I know in the last one we ended it with me having to go to a save that was much like further back than before. But I did do some stuff off stream, and as you can see,
rise to the top.
I am
left in the dust
right here, which I think is just the end of it. That I've got 3 injuries. I can't get rid of any of these, which isn't great because I don't think they're traumas. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think these are traumas.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
Oh, they are. Never mind. Who was all the patches?
I'm restless.
Your seneschal is.
Don't waste my time.
If I have more of these, I'm going to use them all. I want to be in the best
audience?
condition I physically can, and then I'll probably save again just to make sure. There they are, skin patches. They use. Oh, they just remove traumas. So I'm just going to put a bunch of them on Ablard, who I need to remember to do some changes to. And then Ablard is going to go around and get rid of.
I owe you a debt.
Stuff. That one's gone.
Let me help.
That one's
I
gone.
won't forget this.
Ablard has something.
The healing is much appreciated.
Who else has got something?
This wound
Eldar
will
has
make
something.
a fine scar.
Your technology is limited.
There's a part of me that kind of
But I
wishes
am
that I
grateful.
brought the. If I was
Let
making
me
this
help.
team
You have offered
optimally,
me another chance.
I say optimally. The people I'd like the most, I'd probably put I'd probably put what's the word? What am I trying to say? I wouldn't have Mammon's Eye. I would have I'd probably have someone like the Space Marine with me. Or maybe even Jay. Just for like, I know that they added something into it where it's like you can't do the give them another like really small turn ability on the same person in a round. And that's fair. But I could have still maybe had like it just make multiple people have a turn, right? I wish there was a way of further making it so it just showed these things that go in this slot. Because I'm just thinking, like, I have this slot that isn't filled with anything. Even if it's very limited and doesn't go in that spot, like, it won't really matter. Like, why doesn't this go in that spot? What is this spot? Is it like a necklace spot? I could find... Oh! That... What goes in that spot? The Aquila goes in that spot. But that's kind of useless for me at this moment. Whoever gains intelligence and fellowship. Fellowship and intelligence are useless on everyone I have at the moment. I guess for... No, I think it's useless on everybody. So I just don't have something to give him. In terms of stuff on my... for spots. What's this? Xenohide gloves. Run the oil plus 10% parry and plus 10% area damage. I like the Undying Rage. I will check to see if he's got the best armor that he could have on. He doesn't. Because I got... That's against non-Drukhari weaponry. I think for this fight, like, this isn't bad. It's arguably... is it arguably worse? Like... This is just better than what I have already. The armor for Drukhari isn't there. So instead I could have this on. Just get even more armor. But I think that just the healing from toxins, just inherently he'll get toxins from a lot of their weaponry. Right, so I may as well. You can wear the tech officer out little thing. Well, I may as well give him more armor. Although he feel like he would work more with a pirate scarf. Although I would make an argument that the head slot is not where you put a pirate scarf. Maybe that kind of looks like an eye patch more than a scarf. Also, do I want him to be using the glaive instead of the venom knife? I kind of think I do. Looks cooler in his hands anyway. I think we're just gonna give you more armor because you did almost die. Well, you did die. When you score a crit with a pistol, no. I mean, you probably need to be wearing some of these boots. When it kills 2 more enemies, let's give you this. Lack of opportunity attacks feel like something that maybe you could have happen to you. Is that good on him? Oh no, it is good. So it gets rid of my abilities but gives him bleed, and then you gain health from bleed. So that's not horrendous. I feel like I missed the... And you know what's weird is I do like the Psyker and the sort of the mage stuff, but I feel like I've completely missed out all of it. Like, completely. Oh, is this better for them? Yeah, that's probably better. That's probably better. I think that's good on you. I know I don't have anything in these spots, but there's just nothing here that I feel like would go in that spot. I'm just doing a quick overhaul before we go into the fight, by the way. Which reminds me, I've got to make sure this dude's using the best things that he has. Yes. Is he? Do I want my primary weapon to instead be this? Is that better? Is there a better weapon for me? No. think there is. I maybe should have learned Drukari proficiency or something. +1 damage per character in party. So although it says 12 to 21, I assume that's before calcing that. So if I add in that, then it does, instead of it doing 12 to 21, it instead does I assume it counts myself, so that's +6 damage. So it's actually 18 to 29 at the start of the fight, and then it gets progressively worse. Isn't that just better? I think that's 100% better. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that's just better. Okay, well, I mean, that was good to learn. Next on to you. Wait, no, next on to him. Are you using the best Drukhari equipment I have? This is better than this. Your pistol's a bog standard pistol. It could be this pistol. Although I don't feel like I'll be having you use pistols. I think you're a melee boy. Is there any... No, none of these look like things. Blood Drinker's Staff. I don't remember getting this. Next is you. You're not using that sword. That sword is definitely not the best one you have. Like, this one-handed weapon's arguably the same level. Although, the Thunderhammer that I think I was using before actually were. Oh shit. I thought I had much better things than this random heavy greatsword I had. How does this Thunderhammer do less damage than this greatsword? I don't understand that. In any capacity. That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, I guess he is using the best weapon he can have. I didn't... Damn, I severely underestimated what he had. Why when I use this? Hold on a second. Oh, it takes strength 60. That makes sense. I mean, is it... It does it does 2 less damage. Well, 1 less minimum damage, but deals additional stat +4 times strength bonus damage and +5 times strength % armor penetration. Target also has a 30% dodge against attacks made by this. Targets also have a +30% dodge against attacks made. Oh shit, okay, so it's not as good. It does similar damage, although this +4 times strength bonus would be 4 times 7. 4 times 7. Okay, that's a hell of a lot more damage. An armor pen. But they can also just easily dodge it, and they're already really good at dodging. Interesting, 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 interesting. Your armor, I think it's the best armor I have. I don't think there's anything. I'm doing this because I got absolutely battered by it, by the way, if you weren't here to see it before. I got battered by this fight. Is there a ring that I want to give him? No, they're all psychic rings that I've got left, isn't it? The only thing I think that I need to change on you is basic synth skin doesn't feel like the best thing that you can wear. When you could be wearing this Venom chainmail, you know? Or like... I mean, I might, even though I can't use its abilities, I might just take this Venom... chainmail just because it does so much for... Wait. Why aren't you... It's similar to your thing, except it doesn't have deflection. Yeah, you're 100% wearing that instead. Oh, I wish it changed what you looked like, though. Okay, there was definitely a couple of things that are, like, decently big here that I'm seeing that I needed to do. The exploder is just so good. Kind of insane. Is there, like, anything else I need? No. Didn't I get, like, a really powerful weapon that needed a bunch of strength that I got from, like, that guy who steals stuff? Steals your, like, life force? I'm surprised I haven't found anyone to use that, or it's disappeared, or maybe I gave it to that blooming guy. I might have given it to that guy. I wouldn't be surprised if I gave it to that dude. Are you wearing the best stuff? You're just wearing the Armor Despair, which I think is the best thing I can give you at the moment. Just the debuff to all of them as well, like, that's not bad. Like, I guess this is technically better, but I think the debuff makes up for the extra 5% blimmin' armor. We've got the fatigue shooter. Is there a better sniper than that? It does less damage, less penetration, but it inflicts the blood blight effect. Now, does it give me a description of what that effect is? Creatures suffers impact, piercing, or rending damage. They also suffer an additional 4 direct and bleeding. That's what it... Okay. In return, all creatures in the scene suffer the blood blight effect. Oh, so it affects me as well. It adds extra damage. I don't think that's worth then. That's going to be more of a detriment, I feel. This does more damage, more pen, or same pen. Doesn't have the dodge restriction, doesn't have the additional hit chance. For some reason, its special ability is it has Deadshot, which is something that almost every sniper rifle does have. So I don't see the logic there. Can it be removed until the end of the turn? The target also... Okay. So you see, these two weapons are interesting because I've made her into a sniper, but there's nothing here other than, I guess, Deadshot that specifically say I have to use a sniper rifle. I could just use this Desolation, and I guess it's a line attack, which maybe could probably hurt my friends actually more. Yeah, that's probably... She's probably got the best weapon she could have. She does need something in her offhand, though. Something she can use in melee, and I'll give her the glaive. Now, you probably doesn't matter what I put on you, because you got the staff. And the offhands don't really matter. Okay. Is it worth me putting a couple grenades on people, you reckon? They got all these monofilament grenades. Just when is there a time where I felt like I've had spare AP to throw a grenade? You know, that's my thinking. That's what like stops me from doing it. Is that I've always felt like I'm always going to call these baguettes, by the way. I always feel like whenever there's a situation where I could use these, I never feel like the need to use them. Just why wouldn't I just attack? Okay, we've done that. We're going to do a quick save. And I know I'm saying we'll do a quick save and then not saving. We finally got to the point where Pascal isn't in any of the pictures for the saves, which is kind of interesting. I have been doing a lot more saving than
options open.
Than before. Where's the Farseer? Is he with me? Yeah, there he is. There you are. Oh, there was a second area to this.
Is there money to
Shit.
be made?
Oh well. Well, we're gonna have to do this bit. I did all that prep for this, and it's. Oh wait, no, isn't this? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Always keep
I
your
don't
eye
even
on
know
the
if,
prize.
by the way, you know, with the cargo thing, I'm not 100% sure if any of this stuff is going anywhere. Oh, I don't think I got this cutscene before. What's this? Ramon's eye spends several minutes rifling through the items on the table until he stops. He notices something. With a satisfied growl, he draws a long, bladable spiked whip from the pile. You hear a click, and an icy blue glow ripples out from across the whip's smooth surface with a slight cracking sound. Did not find my shadow field generator, and my toxin kit is gone too. But at least I found my favorite tool. The Drukhari stat shows you his find. Do you know what this is, Wilbur? Any object you call your favorite? No idea. An agonizer, an electrical disintegrator that acts upon the nerve impulse. Ow. This particular one is too fine a piece to be used in combat. But in a torture chamber, the Drukhari hefts the whip, clearly familiar with the feel and weight in his hands. An exquisite instrument of pain, total impulse control. It can deliver sensations as subtle as a whisper, or incinerate synapses. Why is this thing so important to you? Why? It's a priceless artifact that belongs to me, and I have reclaimed it before my kin managed to steal it. It is the property of the Reaving Tempest that must not be allowed to fall in the hands of the other cabals, and when we dispose of Ymiris, the spire will certainly come under attack. And lastly, I can indulge in a little sentimentality, can't I? Yeah, sure, keep it. He weighs the whip in his hands once more and gives you an appraising look. At last he says softly, do you want to try it out, Wilbur? A little demonstration? No. Are you out of your mind? Sure. Sure, do it on me. Do the... Well, that sounds wrong. Nope. Sure, agonize whip me. He swings it with his arm without hesitation, and the agonizer's flexible tail wraps around your wrist. At first you feel nothing. Then a fiery flower of agony blooms in your heart, sending poisonous roots along your veins and into every corner of your body. Your vision darkens. You gasp for air, your knees threaten to buckle beneath you, and then the pain recedes like a tide, leaving behind the crazed pounding of your heart and the aftershocks dancing in your nerve endings. This was minimal power, barely anything at all, I would say. You really think I would be in such a hurry to break my new toy? Let us go. I no longer have the desire to wander the spire. That's an interesting thing to happen.
Keep
I'm
your
not
wits about you.
that annoyed that I missed that the first time around, if I'm being honest. Do I save now?
Rise to the top. Or
I'm
get
gonna
left
save
in
now.
the dust.
I'm gonna save now. Yeah. We're saving again. For some reason, when I came up here, it auto-saved, but it said the autosave was kind of... It said it was
I
impossible and
always
stopped.
keep my options open.
Don't know what that means. And do you reckon I should do the narration of this bit again, even though I've already done it? Kind of feel like I should anyway. But then another part of me is like, well, what if you die again and literally this whole stream is just you find this boss over and over again? So I don't think I'll talk through this one this time around, just in case that this isn't the final time I fight her. Yeah, for your soul. If you're stealing like prepare to die. Yeah. you have any last words?
I will wipe your disgust.
I hate this, by the way. They just randomly come up behind you to kind of lock you in. Right, pre-game moves. I'm going to try a newer strategy, which is involving kind of us playing a bit more defensively, which is Manzai. Actually, Wilbur, you're going to move here. Manzai, you're going to move to here. Ablard, move to here. Argenta, you're going to move back. You know what? Is it worth moving me to here just to block off this entrance? I think that's worth it. She's scary. She's properly scary. Look how much damage she does to Mamanzai just by existing.
Cleanses the
I
body.
don't know what this bloodstone is.
Death is approaching.
And at this point, I'm too afraid to say anything. Alright, let's have a look at what these debuffs have been done to me. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. What is it? Decrease. That's scary. She's so scary. We're gonna go for a kill. We're doing it for the thrill. I'm hoping you'll understand. Do I only have shots on them? I kind of do. I could go for kill. I think these dudes. I wish I had something on her that allowed me to not hurt my friends when I do these attacks. But first things first, we're definitely
if it
doing
serves
this.
your cause.
Because it's a perfect spot. Second thing second, I think we're gonna
I
focus
understand
down
your
this
intent.
grotesque. Because I don't know if this gets healed, because I don't know if it's considered a Drukhari unit, first off. Second off, I'm in a situation
If I
here
must.
where I think
I am
these things are
not your
scary.
Xenos
I think
pet
the
monkey.
incubuses
This
are
tedium
arguably
is beneath
scarier,
me.
but it's kind of up in the air.
You paid for this in blood.
I don't know what this
Just a minor
bloodstone is.
setback.
It does like 1 damage to me, so it's kind of... I don't feel as bad about it,
Shields me.
I'll make
but it adds up. Okay, Ablard, you're gonna do what you do best, which is you're gonna move to like here.
My place is at the fore.
How many people can I taunt? I can taunt all
Victory
3
is
of you.
imminent.
All 3 of you are attacking me. Then we're gonna
I will
defensive
do my
stance.
duty.
We're gonna bulwark. Arguably shouldn't need to bulwark, but
It will be done.
I have no reason not to, my thinking. And then proceed to slam down like the man you are. Does that make any sense? Probably not. What's scary is that did like 53 damage to him. And that will... Like if I did that on the boss, they would heal before I'd even get the chance to like attack him again. That's the scary part of it. Do I focus down the grotesque? Now I think I focused down the grotesques last time and it screwed me, for lack of a better word. Ooh, I fucked myself over there. I will have to focus her down in terms of healing, probably. Why is it a 17% chance, you reckon? I'm gonna take it, because I don't feel like it's right. Holy shit!
Doubt is for the
Why have
weak.
I not been doing that more? I feel like that's the kind of things that people
do it.
would be like, obviously you should be doing this. Why are you not doing this? Right, run and gun. I don't know if there's an area I can get to that is safe, which is kind of funny. It's not funny, it's kind of sad. Okay, I find it kind of funny and I find it kind of sad. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have taken a... I forgot that this one allowed me to do this shot. Well, we're gonna do this basic shot because I need versatility. And then, you know what? I hit a couple people. Let's get that buff up. Hey, Man's Eye, you've taken a lot of damage already. I'm not really sure what you're gonna do, mate. I'm gonna move to here, but like better or worse, that didn't kill you, which is kind of good. Use a consumable on yourself.
I'll take it from there.
Okay, I can still attack after doing that. That was a genius move, except for the bit where I risked an attack. But other than that, blimmin' genius move by me. Well done. Pat myself on the back for that.
Behold.
And then we're gonna hit you. Do I care about this? It's probably a bad thing. We're gonna do this attack.
You will pay for
This takes 1 AP, so I can
it is
do a couple things before that comes up. We're gonna endure, and then we're going to elusive shadow. Right, it's my turn now. So I can go and fight this grotesque, which I think is the best thing to do. As much as I don't think I one-on-one can take it, I think I one-on-one can hold it off.
if not me.
And that's my big deal. That's the big thing at this point,
I'll
really.
see to it personally.
We're gonna make sure...
This is good as done.
I think this has gone better already than the previous one went, because... That's an additional ability that ends the attacker's turn and deals an additional 30 machine damage. I don't know what machine damage is, but I've endured already. There's no reason to not do this. Take my machine damage! I don't know what machine damage is. Who do I need to heal? Who did I make a stupid mistake on? It was Argenta, wasn't it? Ooh, I can give somebody an extra turn as well.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
That might go on Argenta as well.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
That grotesque is kind of like scary. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that grotesque. That's the thing that gets me here. All allies in have a line of sight to any enemies, including the selected zone. Make an immediate single attack against a random enemy with the zone that you can target with this weapon. That's cool, but give someone an extra turn feels kind of better, in my opinion. Who do I want to heal? Argenta's
Isn't this a job for
fine.
the
She's still not fine. She's needed. I need to give her as much healing as I physically can. Can I give me another turn? I could finish off this grotesque. That's
I'll
probably
paint
worth.
your death in colors.
That's probably worth doing.
I'll see to it personally.
Right. I think that's worth at the very least.
On it. Your end was inevitable.
Nice. Okay, that's one grotesque down. Can I move? No, I've lost all my movement, of course. I can move to here and start. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna move here. We're gonna make sure to endure, just so that I don't forget. And then we're going to hit him for some bleed damage, which I know bleed on them is like kind of saying, well, of course they're going to be fine with it because it's bleeding. The targets for this attack hits, use an additional if this attack hit an opening. Yeah, okay. Wait, so I shouldn't use this. It's second attacks and goes plus to the target for this attack. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't be using that then, unless I've got an opening. Can I hit multiples with this? No. Can I hit multiples with this? No. Cool. We're just basic attacking him then.
The best defense is a good offense.
We're basic attacking him and we're slowly, for lack of a better word, bleeding him down. Why can't I? Oh, because this is that turn. Yeah. I got you. Can I hit you with this? 50-50. You know what? You're gonna take this shot.
If I may.
Then you attack. I don't know what that does. I just put it on her because she needed a wing of some kind. Oh, I should have put that on Ablard. I'm a dingus. I mean, I can put that on Ablard later, but still.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
How far away are these Grotats? Pretty far away. They're not going to be able to get into range to hurt
Doubt
me.
is for the weak.
He says, sort of confidently. Yeah, let's take
As
some
the
shots.
Emperor can like Emperor.
Wow, she can damage Ablard. That's kind of cool.
I'll do it.
Like, obviously not in this situation is it cool, but in general that's pretty cool. Ablard, old buddy, old pal. I hope that you survive. I hope Argenta survives, and I hope you survive. That's kind of the only things I'm scared about now, is that you two don't survive. If you two are alive, I think I can kill the boss on its own. That's not Ablard. Oh, you didn't do it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's not Ablard either. You did get done in by that, you dingus. Yeah, kill him. What is this? Stop going after the people you definitely should go after. Stop being smart about this stuff.
Another enemy down.
Oh, fuck, Cassie is down.
Die on me now.
Yeah, I had no way of defending her. That's the real problem. And you're gonna have to go into one-on-one combat with somebody you would definitely don't want to go into one-on-one combat with. And sadly, I don't think I can help in this situation.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
And I'd really love to. 40. Yeah, she's not even that good at doing these attacks.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I mean, she's hitting. She's doing some damage.
If I must.
That might be helping. There's so many enemies. That's what is really sad. There's so many enemies and I can't keep them all blimmin' haunted. Where is she? She's right there. Okay. What I can do is I can
I've
move
seen
here.
worse battles than this in my
I can
time.
get a taunt that hits
At your
these
beck and
people.
call.
That's good. Then I think it's only a 66% chance. We're gonna put the distraction on you, so that they're forced to go after me. Or at least try to. We're gonna do the momentum thing, because I think we're losing a bit of momentum. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna hope to everything, to every god that exists, that kills, and it didn't. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Each enemy that attacks the Vanguard allies in the okay. Not useful in this situation.
This way.
They come in, I'm not worried about these tormented captors really at all. If anything, they are just meat shields. What's scary about them is more that she can heal off the damage she does to them, you know?
Protect me.
That's what's scary.
My soul belongs to the infinity.
Okay, then maybe it was scary for the people who are melee.
Emperor, protect the fallen.
Damn, I'm losing people left, right, and center here. and I don't know what to do in this situation.
Power resides in the will
Gonna
of the
use
righteous.
this. The fact that we've lost our healer is not good in any capacity. Okay, we're gonna
As the
do this.
Emperor commands, I act.
We're gonna just repeatedly shoot this way into the hall of literal
Is
death.
why I was chosen.
The incubi are the scary things, though. The fact that the
That is
incubi
for
are
the
still
weak.
alive is the biggest problem. If I can just
As the Emperor commands,
finish
I
off
advocate
a
it.
couple of these enemies, just to make sure that like they
I'll
don't
do
get a
it.
turn,
My Emperor.
another turn at the very least.
Faith without deed.
That like that. Where the rest? Is there any more incubi that are alive? Just do a quick check. Cabalite, grotesque, grotesque. Okay. Now we need to focus down the grotesque. Okay. I reckon I can do that.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do
I'm
it.
putting almost no care into
As the
caring
Emperor
about
commands. Each strike is a prayer.
caring about anything but killing these grotesques, just because the grotesques
Doubt is for the
are
weak.
the other major damage dealers.
My Emperor.
And so killing off any version of... I should have used confident approach. Ah, that's gonna come to bite me.
I'll do it.
He's down. Mamon's Eye. I could start doing some damage onto her. That might not be bad. Yeah, let's get some damage onto her.
I will savor your
Mamon's
delectable
Eye, as your name actually suggests, or like your literal story suggests, you're gonna go after your...
Don't distract me.
fight your sister.
Behold. Watch.
Do I care about any of these abilities? Makes an attack, common weapon, against an enemy. The attack cannot miss, deals an extra damage, it deals an equal to the target missing wounds. For this attack. Do I care about this? No, that doesn't seem particularly good. Endure? Do I want to make you not the target? I kind of want you to be the target, if I'm being honest.
It is hand.
You know, in hindsight, if I realized that this was a thing, I would have done that, then had my attack. Yeah, okay, I sort of understand the logic behind it now. But I think I'm just gonna focus down the boss now. I think that's the best I can do. Argenta can focus down maybe the other people. Put an opening there. Okay.
It's not me.
Oh, there's a second phase. That's worrying. Oh no, it's just an extra turn that she has. And also a turret activates? I mean, why can't I... Why? I've got all these actions and I can't do anything with them. Is there a particular reason behind that? Game? Oh, well, that's a shame. That might be a glitch.
Cleanses the body.
She's gone more melee now, which I don't mind.
Indeed.
Endure. We're gonna taunt. Can I taunt anything in addition to her? No. Okay. We're gonna taunt. We're gonna go
It
this.
will be done.
We're gonna see if we can make anything other than her distracted. No, I can't. Other than we'll
Victory
do
is
this.
imminent.
And why not get a basic attack?
I will do my duty.
In fact, it was useless. I shouldn't have even basic attack. Hopefully that means that they don't spawn the ads anymore. I've got a feeling not gonna happen. Yeah, let's reload my gun.
Without deeds is worthless.
We're gonna use the secondary ability to use this.
I am his will made manifest.
We're going to repeatedly shoot. Why can't I get a good shot on this thing? What's the logic there? Do I have to get behind it?
Guided by faith.
75% chance when I do it like this. Okay. Let's do it like that then. That one's dead. We can take a pot shot at this guy. You're dead.
Eradicated.
We're gonna move this
I'll
way a
do
bit
it.
so that I can maybe do this. Have another turn. See if I can aim it at these dudes. I can't. That's annoying. Real annoying. I screwed myself over there just trying to get the extra shot on them. Now I could can't hit the grotesque. Could hit her. I feel like it's much better to hit that. So I will hit that instead. See, I've not used her turn appropriately. Do I go for having him kill the grotesque? Or at least holding them off? Can he hold them off? I think I should hold them off.
Slow and
That's what I'll do.
painful is
I think
the
I
way.
should hold them off instead of
The
him.
euphoria of
He'll
anguish
focus down her,
with grace and malice.
both because narratively it makes sense, and also that he's just not tanky. He's properly the assassin, whereas I wasn't. I'm not. I'm like the tank assassin.
Don't
And then we'll do this to make you.
High momentum.
Do I go after the grotesque? Or do I go after... The closer they get, the more chances I have to... The more chances I have to be able to taunt all of them. I'm gonna do
Don't
that.
let your guard down.
Go for the attack. Gonna go for the charge.
On it.
And then we're going to spend our turn doing this. I'll be honest, kinda expected myself to be able to do more damage to this thing. What's this do? Reflection. There's no enemies adjacent. I'm gonna put this on you.
It's as good as done.
So I want to be using all of my
I'll make it
abilities
happen.
because
The best
I'm going to be
defense
using
is
this
good
stuff
offense. Feel honored to witness this.
to proceed to do as much damage as I physically can to this thing. If it means I can kill it, then that's huge. I can kill it. That's huge. Because now I can now do the best of both worlds and just go over here and deal with this now.
I'll see to it personally.
Deal with this grotesque.
Who if not me?
Finish this grotesque off.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down.
Then switch my weapon. And then take a pot shot of this guy. And then a pot
I'll
shot of
make
this
it
guy.
happen.
And I don't think I endured, which may come back to bite me, but I think that was a really good turn.
Pain and duty go
Holy
hand in hand.
damn, they're doing damage to Ablard. I guess he's not got the buff that he normally gets
At your beck and
from
call.
like Cassia and stuff. But he's not weak. Like in any capacity. Like he has endure up, he still has this up. I mean, he's getting a lot of that
It
health
will be
back.
done.
And so I still think this is the right decision. It just kind of is a slightly scary that this is what's happening.
Victory is imminent.
I'm gonna put Bulwark up just on the off chance that a random enemy spawns and shoots him.
A pathetic attempt.
I thought I switched weapon. Oh well. Sadly, I'm in a situation where Argenta becomes a bit more useless because of the situation where my dudes are surrounding him. But she's not useless.
Doubt is
We're
for the
gonna put the
weak.
confident approach on me. We're gonna... Do I finish off this? So that I have more chances to attack? No, because I'm not gonna have the movement
I'll do
even
it.
after I do a single attack. I'm not gonna kill with this attack.
This is why I was
That hit.
chosen.
Let's
As
do a
the
little
Emperor
buff to me,
commands,
just
I
in the
act.
off chance I don't hit. Do another buff to my next attack.
I'll do
Then
it.
we're going to proceed to hit her with this. Damn, she didn't fall over. I'm not going to do the run and gun because I like to keep the bonus at the moment. We're going to take a... Wait, this just adds bleed. Yeah, let's do it.
Not enough.
No reason to not have bleed at the moment on him. He's got full health.
Grace and malice.
And it's not the health that's the big problem, it's the
Watch.
fact that he's not reliably able to do multiple attacks that probably doesn't help him. You know what I mean? Like,
With grace and malice.
I could do this. But, thing is, this refreshes all of your AP. So statistically what you want to be doing is you want to be doing everything you physically can. Enemy first when he attacks. Yeah, there's no point in doing that.
It is hand.
You want to use all your AP that you have. I can't with him. But I think for one, he needs to move. But I think I don't want to do it on him. Okay, let's switch weaponry. We're going to hit this dude with this.
Who, if not me?
We're going to then hit him with another opening
It's as
appearing.
good as done.
And need to hit him
I'll
again.
see to it personally.
Then we're going to hit him one more time with
I'll
this.
make it happen.
I think there was a way I could have done this where he would have died. I do think I've messed up slightly here, but I think I can finish him off with this.
You should have thought twice
Yeah, I think
before
he's dead
crossing
then.
me.
Are these ships anything scary? No, it's the same things as before. Gives Argenta something that she can do on her turn. Kind of annoying that they, I think most of the time, get their turn before me. But I think that's fine anyway.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Well, it's not fine. Because, like, these... No, Argenta gets the turn before the ones on her side, which does kind of make it fine. Oh, is there an incubi in there now, which is not a flaw? That is kind of scary, actually.
It will be done.
Luckily, I can taunt both of them.
I will
Put the
do my
defensive
duty.
stance up. Put the endure up. Distractions. Can I distract anyone? Not really. Not more than that's already on. Are you already taunted? You are taunted. Cool. Get some more kill damage on her. I hope I'm out damaging what she's doing. That's what I'm worried about, is that I'm not out damaging what she's doing. like the heals you get. Probably want
Indeed.
endure. Even though I don't think there's any ranged weaponry in this fight,
At your
we're
beck
gonna
and
put
call.
that on anyway.
I'll do what it takes. I can't stand
They're gonna run in. They should mostly go for our blood. Damn, that's annoying. Healed. Well, it's a no-brainer. I have to go for this attack, right? In fact, confident approach.
That is for the weak.
I'm confident that I need to go for this attack.
Can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, you're still alive. To be honest, kind of a shame. So reload the gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Is it worth me using my shot to kill that guy? I think it is.
I'll do it.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna
As
finish
the
off this
Emperor
guy.
commands, each
'Cause
strike
He's
is a
he's
prayer.
annoying. Then we're gonna run and gun. We move about here
Enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
and proceed to. Ooh, maybe move here and then. Ooh, can I take a shot at all of them? Ooh, that sounds good actually. Yes. Yes.
Faith
Yes.
without deeds. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, yeah, that changes the whole situation a lot. Baron's Eye, doing your stuff.
I will
Move
hurl
over
the
to
prey.
here. Do your big attack. Do I make it a reckless attack? I do.
With grace
You know what?
and
I do, because I think now with the elusive thing that I can put on them. Damn.
Watch.
Not getting good luck with him. I put Endure on. And then I also put another opening on, just on the off chance that like Wilbur gets the chance to do something. Then we put this on, and that's our turn. Right, you need to move to, is it here? I don't know why it moved me like that. Have you ever wondered about why they move stuff like that?
I'll
Kill.
see to you never stood a chance.
Nice, that's that guy down. And I charge up to a point in which I can
I'll
see.
make it happen.
Yes, I can see here. So I can switch to this weapon. Take like a pot shot like
I'll
you.
see to it personally.
Missing. A shame, but kind of expected that.
Who
Endure,
if not me?
and then we need to use this momentum. No reason to not use the momentum at this point. What have you just put on me? Oh, is that the zone where I get debuffs every time you... Okay, yeah, I remember that. Hey, we're gonna do this. You're taunted, defensive stance. I think this has done a lot better. I wish I kept Cassia around though. I wish Cassia had survived a bit. On the off chance it doesn't work, distract.
Victory is imminent.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
I will do my duty.
And then we're going to... Always retaliate when attacked.
We'll
Let's
rule
use the
the stars
unyielding
themselves.
gauntlets. I was initially planning on using the just attack.
I will
But I
bathe
decided
this
against it
battlefield
and
in
just went
righteous
for the
fury.
unyielding gauntlet because I think that might do better in the long run because it's like 30% shot. Like it's not huge. I'll take the buff before doing anything because I'm not going to have a load of shots on this turn. I say I won't have a load of shots. I'm going to have a
Doubt
lot
is
of
for the
shots,
weak.
but they're single shots, so they use less
I'll do
AP.
it.
Oh shit! It knocked one of them down.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah,
Faith
sure.
without deeds
There's no
is
reason not
worthless.
to use this. Well, I'm sure somebody
Doubt
in
is
the
for the
comments
weak.
will be like, yes, there is 100% a reason you
I'll do
should
it.
use this. But I don't see a reason not to use it. Oh! I actually did it. That's huge. this one incubus is not going to be like a big problem.
I
He says
yearn
before
for
blimmin'
agony.
dying to it. You know, that's my blimmin' look.
Behold.
Okay, I can sort of see how you play Mammon's Eye. It's not my... I'm personally kind of one of those people that, like, I don't mind if you've got a job that you do in the game. Like, this is the whole point of me. This is what I do.
One fewer target.
Wait, is that actually what's supposed to happen? Okay, I'm putting my headphones on for this bit. I'm putting my headphones on for this. Right, okay. Mammon's Eye turns to you. He is holding a crystal coruscating with otherworldly fire. Wilbur, look at this. Your enemy's soul is in the palm of your hands, under your complete control, the mercy of your desires. Is it not the greatest revenge for past wrongs? Does this thing offer any practical benefit? It does. Her suffering gives me strength from the battlefield. Perhaps one day I will want to replace her soul with the essence of another, more worthy opponent. But that will not come to pass anytime soon. We should go. Farseer, mate. I trust you to do it, because you're a fucking Farseer. Although I guess an Archon is probably equivalent in rank, but not in using a web way. You know? That's my logic. What the fuck happened here? Mandrakes? Mandrake's words are barely comprehensible. The creature is clearly not accustomed to the tongue of its dark kin. The Draken didn't offer a sacrifice for his deeds. The Draken must become the sacrifice. Mammon's Eye places a hand on his weapon. His voice sounds calm, but his gaze is tense as he peers at the dark creature before him. You should not have crawled out of the abyss that your wretched kind call home. Consider our pact broken. Mammon's Eye did not hold up his end of the bargain, so I had to finish the job myself. The result doesn't matter. The sacrifice will be made. The Mandrake's head turns to you. Make the sacrifice, Monkai. The tribe never relents. The tribe will find you. Throne's mercy, Lord Captain. It was extravagant enough of you to get yourself a pet Xenos. Now we discover that he comes with a whole gaggle of his kinfolk. Mind your tongue before I cut it down for you. The Mandrakes care not about Monkai. The Candrakes want me. Even if they were to grow bold enough to come for me. Oh, it would be quite the amusement to behold. Lord Captain, these creatures, as if they absorb the colour around them and spew out darkness. I do not think they are lying or trying to intimidate us. They will come from the shadows just as they came once before. I certainly hope that our partnership is worth it, Mammon's Eye. Keeping you around is costly. So is keeping you, Wilbur. Senseless creatures. The tribe will find you. The tribe will have its sacrifice. I'll be honest, I don't think there was an option there for me to not... Okay, to leave him. Anything cool here? Agonizing splinter pistol. Deals increased toxin. Gin blade of Yamiss. Yamiss? Okay, so it's just better for you. Heavy great swords they don't care about. What is this? Shadowfield. I'd like to see it. Shadowfield. The beginning of the combat, the wearer gains the Shadowfield effect. While under this effect, the wearer counts as being in full cover against all ranged attacks. The effect is lost when the wearer is hit by a ranged attack and suffers damage from it. That's good. I like that. I kind of want to put that on someone like Cassia to keep her alive. Int bonus to dodge. And their allies? Ooh, that's good. Decrease all incoming damage except direct damage by 1 plus versatile stack. Okay. I know exactly what to do here. First things first. These are all incredible items, but they're also, luckily, items that make sense for people. So now, she is decrease all incoming damage by a versatile stack. Obviously. Who is the highest int bonus? I'm assuming Cassia? No? Do we have a high int bonus person? We don't. So that goes on Pascal when I see him next. Although, seeing as we don't have Pascal here at the moment, I could put it on me and just get, what is it, like grants plus 4% dodge to everybody. It's better than nothing. And then Cassia, I'd very much like you to not have this signet ring and instead have this shadow field that keeps you alive. Is this better than that though? Is it a one-handed weapon? It is a one-handed weapon. It's worse than his sharpened weapon. But if the dealer gains bonus while the enemy stuff is... Okay. So it's a debuff thing. Okay. Ooh, I think this is my first level up with the Exemplar class. I'm not sure what this does. Okay. It just gives me a generic thing? After an ally takes an extra turn provided by a character, the ally gains... After an ally takes an extra turn provided by the character, which isn't me. So this is useless on me. All damage dealt by the creature is increased by the character is increased by 3% until the end of combat for each new enemy damaged by them in combat. It's not bad. I'll put that as a maybe. And gains plus 15 willpower as long as they have no ranged weapon equipped. Nope, useless for me. Crit hits. First, a melee attack each round deals an additional 2, but each cell between the character's current position and the spot that they started their turn. Okay. If the character's dodge reduction is higher than the enemy's dodge before applying the heavy or medium penalties, the creature's damage against the creature is increased. It's not horrendous. My dodge is minus the 0.25%. Is probably pretty decently high. After it kills the first enemy, the character immediately makes an additional single attack against the closest enemy they can target with the same weapon if possible. Not bad. When it deals damage on an enemy, the enemy suffers a 1 degrade defense effect for every 6 damage the target has dealt. Whenever an ally attacks the enemy, they deal an additional damage equal to the number of stacks. That's not bad. There has to be an ally, and I'm normally in one-on-one combat. Every melee attack that one makes reduces the target's armor by... Ooh. That's good. Every melee attack I do makes their damage, their armor reduced by 3% until the end of the combat. That's good. When they are pushed, during the first turn of combat, they get additional attack points. When allies take an extra turn, granted no. That's the same thing, isn't it? Any damage they deals is increased by 1 for every attack they have made this combat. Ooh, that's cool. I might have that. If I can get that on Argenta, it might not be bad. There's a couple here that would be good on Argenta. No. No. Considers... The target that considers the crime has... no, not useful on me. Enemies that have zero deflection or 0 armor against the creature's attacks suffered. Okay. That's really good on Pascal, I feel. That would actually make him maybe significantly better. Enemies hit by the melee must pass a willpower attack or... Fuck, there's so many good things for Ablard here I can see. Martyrdom, whenever it's attacked by a game momentum. Oh, that's not bad. Deals damage to a target other than their main target. The character's single shot deals... Oh, so when it pierces through. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool for some people. Buffing to like the dead shot is pretty cool. Bonus to the strength. That might be decent for Ablard again. Oh, I can Psychic Awakening. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's useful for me, but that's kind of cool. It's +5 to everything. It's a shame I can't become a navigator. I'd like that. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool. Whenever it loses wounds, the next attack gets plus some wounds. Shot through. Flexion. Wounds are further increased by toughness, increasing by +10 times toughness bonus in the same way as the basic wounds. Okay. I mean, that's good if I had a lot of toughness. I do have a decent amount of toughness. I kind of want this Destroyer, though, the more I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm taking Destroyer. And then, is any of these useful for me? No, because this doesn't give me heavy armor proficiency, which is kind of what I needed. Each use of Slash increases the damage of Slash by 1. No, that's not what I want, sadly. I don't use Slash enough. If it lowered the Slash cost, maybe? Because that wants me to use Breakthrough, and I don't use Breakthrough. Damage deflection against the first attack made by every enemy. It's not bad. I'll put that as a maybe. 6 damage, they gain bonuses, so they don't take damage more. Not attacks this turn, no. Melee attacks additional, they have no allies. Oh, might not be bad. Or a melee attack against a target, against toughness bonus armor against attacks made by that target. That's not bad. That would give me 5 + 2 times 6% armor. So it's 5 + 2. Don't know why you wouldn't just put... Oh, it's 2 times... Yep, I've got to learn my basic math. So it's 2 times toughness, which is 12. The 12 + 5 is 17. So 17% armor against somebody. That's not bad. That heal, by the way, that I used in combat, I think was needed. That I feel like that is 100% a big thing. Sworn enemy. End of their turn near an enemy affected by sworn enemy, they gain toughness. But ooh, that's good. If I could use that ability more, I would do it. In fact, that's probably better. Probably better than what I have right now. If there are no enemies adjacent, no. Penalty to hit chance with range amount, including area effect against the creature for every enemy, and not bad. And the movement and grants. I'm gonna go for hatred. I'm liking these. I'm liking this ability. These abilities that I have here. I don't think it really matters on you, mate, but I think that you probably want... I don't know what you want. I really don't know what you want. You've got high agility. And that's kind of it. So is it... yeah, it makes sense that he can't blimmin' choose these ones. Right? You can't blimmin' awaken him. I think armor pen, maybe? And yeah, I'll take the extra to be leading, because you have an ability that literally allows you to do that. Now this is the bit that's going to be interesting. Figuring out which of these abilities I want on him. Because he is pretty good at... Deals... No. Eager subordinate, no. When allies take actions on extra turns given by the character, no, this is so much more for her. So much more for her. So, I forget which one. This one's possible, right? Like, when they consider they take less damage to the character's allies, it's pretty useful, because I think the taunt gives me priority. But I think there's another one that I remember seeing that I was like, this is the right one for him. I don't remember it though. I wish I knew it. This one's not bad. He's got decent strength. So just give me a load more wounds. I probably would go for that one. Maybe more. Relentless. I remember there being something that was like, this is for him. This is probably better. Yeah, let's do this. Can I see his wounds at all? His wounds are there. So let's see how this goes up when I do it. So it's 103. Keep an eye, keep out for that. We're gonna take, what was the other one I had? It's a shame I can't take thick skin again. I'd take that multiple times if I could. You know, it just seems like such a good one. This is probably pretty decent for him. Under the effect of the endure effect, the damage deflection is increased by +1. Yeah, that hardened scales. Okay, now look at this. It's 103, and it's going to go up by nothing. What? But I just got a thing that increases it. So for steel, game. Neither of these. Okay. I must have misunderstood something. I must have misunderstood something. Damn, this is melee. If that wasn't melee, ooh-wee, that would be good on her. I don't remember what I was like she needed to have. It might have been that and I misunderstood what it meant. That might not be bad on her, but she does hit a lot of enemies. Every round after the character kills the first enemy, take another shot. Not bad. All damages are increased by 1 for every attack they have made this combat. That's what I wanted. +1 for each attack they've made. I mixed so many attacks with her. I'm taking this. Do I think it's going to be incredibly useful? I've got no idea. Instead of using intelligence to determine, it instead used to determine additional damage dealt by with ranged attacks. What? Soldier's demolition. The soldier's demolition instead of intelligence is used to determine additional damage dealt with ranged area attacks. I don't use area attacks, but that's insane. Second attack action in a turn deals agri bonus. Okay. That's a maybe. Deals damage. Their crit increases by 1 until end of combat. It's not bad. I gotta think about this more. Well, an ally adjacent to them costs 1 less, and they're not gonna be adjacent to me. Against an enemy that gains no. Integrity? Full? No, she's not normally full health. Area effects aren't huge. Medium armor does not reduce damage? But do you dodge? That's kind of like a good one if I had nothing to use already. Reveling Slaughter costing less is not bad. I do kill a lot though, so it doesn't really matter. That's not huge. See, I don't do the area of effect stuff that I think they expect you to do in this. Unpredictable. No, I think I'll be taking that, but those other abilities aren't bad. I never took this stuff. I don't know if it's any good. Right, what do you have? I think there is a single shot ability. The one where if you hit somebody, you go through them. Feels like it was her thing. What is it? It's like if you shoot them and you hit and you go through them, it does something bonus. I remember that one, and I remember that being useful for her. Lethal threat. Damage of a melee something fast. No. Masterful precision. Oh, that's what I need from her. Yeah. Whenever hits an enemy that is affected by both an exploit and exposed weakness. No. When they use precise attack, I don't use precise attack enough. Those weakness cost 0? No. Int bonus, I don't have very much int. Once per turn, implement is the same number of exploits as when using analyze enemy among all enemies in tens. Affected by an exploit within 5 cells from okay. Perfect shot additionally grants the operator. Let's buff perfect shot. I don't use it enough, but I want to use it. Nope, wrong one. Right, now what do I want to take on her? Allies gain bonuses when I give them turns. Is the definite one. There was another one that was like eager subordinate. When an ally takes an expert turn given by the character, they deal more damage. I think that's better. I'm surprised she can't take these. I would have thought for a second that I would have thought maybe she could take them. Talent, they gain temporary wounds. The allies' armor is increased by 10% for 1 round. So that's not bad. That's honestly a possibility. Equal to the officer 3 plus the officer's fellowship bonus. Not bad, and will deal more damage and attacks of opportunity until the start of the next turn. So if I'm putting abilities on Ablard, that's pretty decent. Ballistic skill 1. Oh, I was used in combat by any character. The next attack, no. This air of authority immediately grants the momentum to the target equal to the target's resolve. Oh, that's good. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. Yeah. Achievement. Bunch of Thor Masters. I need to maybe take a bunch of this stuff and just put it in my cargo. I don't use it. And it's just sort of sitting there because technically some of my people have better weapons, but worse weapons. Right. Let's go. Let's blimmin' a go. I got spoiled, by the way, on how many acts there are in this, which was interesting. Wait, I didn't get the choice to choose who I wanted to control the webway. I had a Farseer that could have helped.
With the physical horrors of Camorra behind them, a long and arduous journey, possible only with the help of a Xenos guide, lay ahead for the rogue trader and his party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness.
I'm trying to recognize stuff in this. I saw the Harlequin, by the way. I know he's watching me. Reckon that's a Zinchian creature? Kinda looks like a screamer.
Despite the challenges, They manage to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back home.
Is that Yanis? It would make sense to go to Yanis, right? There's a webway there. Yeah, this is Yanis. This looks like Yanis at the very least. Maroon's silhouette emerges from the thicket without disturbing a single blade of grass. He addresses you in the customary tone of dissatisfaction. I sense your mind, Monkai. Why are you skulking by the webway gate? Why have you come to Leontha in secret? Do you intend ill for us? His eyes shift from Yvette to Muran, from Muran to Elkandai, then back to Yvette again. He exclaims indignality. By Sorin's grace, what is the meaning of this strange visit? I apologize for intruding upon your hallowed ground. It is where my journey from Comra has taken me. You come from Comra? Says nothing for a moment, then continues, his voice shocked. Now I see. The gate refused to obey me because it was sealed from within by the Dark Ones, no doubt. The Othan was meant to become a slaughterhouse for the Drukhari. His gaze bore into the Eldar for a moment in a tense silence as he considers something in his mind. At last he says in a commanding tone, your arrival is sudden, outcast, but perhaps there is a purpose behind it. You will serve your people shortly. Do you know anything about my abduction? News of your disappearance has not reached Yanis. My guess is your close servants decided to conceal this event so as not to beget fear. How are things on Yanis? Been charitable enough to the Monkai, but it bestows special gifts upon some of your servants. It forges bonds with them. For the first time I see our world so tolerant of your kind. It reminds me just how much I still not understand. Alas, your kin do not trouble themselves with complimenting this matter. They fear those gifted by Leonthan. They despise them and seek to kill them, and that does not surprise me at all. Your kinsman helped us escape from Comra. This is where he exchanged a long look with Elendai, and then says gravely, this is where Elendai's path and yours diverge, Monkai. He will stay with us when you leave. Yeah, sure. I'm elated to be once among those with whom I shared Kudroch's time of bloom. Of course, good luck. Thank you, Alantek. Iridescent haze momentarily clouds the world around you, and at that moment is all it takes for Muran to hide him behind a veil of Xenos sorcery. We will speak of my kin's fate no longer. All that is meant to be said has been said. We will send instructions to our Monkai allies so that they will provide you a means of transportation. Farewell. I am pleased that our meeting did not spill blood. I reckon Volkvik's been doing something, ruling via the shadows and saying that I'm ill or something. Ruling in the shadows and saying he is me. I wouldn't be surprised he's the spy master, you see. And what I'm saying is I think Conrad Volkvir is literally controlling my place almost certainly, and maybe building a huge ritual. I wonder how long it's been. Is this my ship? They got here quickly if this is my ship. Hey, he's back. Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we are overjoyed by your return and thank the Emperor for it. The crew stares in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some make the sign of the Aquila on their chest, others collapse to their knees with a prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. The wave of pious shock does not seem to discompose Ulfar in the slightest. He just chuckles into his beard and glances around curiously. Maron's eyes presence alone is enough to elicit sighs of dismay and whispers from the crowd. The Drukhari ignores all Monkai's reactions to his people and surveys the ship's bridge, examining every detail with business-like interest. His markedly casual posture is bellied by a subtle and unusual tension in his body. Lord Captain? Oh, Heinrich von Kallax approaches you. He's not looking his best. It seems he has not slept in quite a while. Look, Lord Captain, allow me to express how glad I am that you have rejoined us, alive and unharmed. Lord Captain, I'm so glad to see you. I nearly lost it when you were up and disappeared. On me, I was getting by on stimulants and recap. I barely slept. Also, I could keep listening to the whispers for any clues on how to find you. The only other time I felt so powerless was when Lady Theodora... Pardon me, Lord Captain, I'm thinking nonsense. Where's Pascal? Pascal, my buddy, you didn't say anything. He's probably a bit jealous that I didn't bring him. First off, how much do you know about my abduction? Not much, Lord Captain. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed fighter pirates boarded the ship and abducted you. Your companions... abducted your companions' kinspeople. We will immediately send shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but we didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, who had all either been butchered or driven insane. Heinrich's gaze is focused on Urette, his eyes burn with an undisguised hatred and a promise? Urette's expression is inscrutable, but her eyes are turned to you and only you. Since your lordship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope that you were still alive. Alas, even the most alert Augur operative never spotted anything suspicious, and thus our ignominious failure put you in a dire peril. Henry's gaze, tense and almost desperate, is focusing on you, but he says nothing for now at least. Dare we inquire what happened to your lordship? You are to blame for my capture. You are not earned the right to lie. I wish there was a one that said this, but not that Urette did it. Let's be honest. You know, scum. Where was my ship all this time? At an officers' council, we decided to take the ship to Footfall, where we could hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your lordship. Had we even heard a whisper of where you were imprisoned, we would immediately launch a rescue expedition. While you were away, Lord Captain, we took every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favourable deal made by the esteemed High Factorum, the ship is now with a state-of-the-art auger system and direction finder from Kivagama. I wish to return to my duties. Nomus! Oh, cool! I don't like that, well, the horns on you, but cool. A group of servitors suddenly stir, their movements frighteningly identical, even for automatons. They stare at you and say in perfect unison, "Hello, Nomus has come to welcome you back. We sense that a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something very important. What was it?" I escaped from a dark city of Xenos and showed them mercy. It suits you. When we see you, light and connections without the urge to destroy. Did Norma say it correctly? The servitor chorus, which sounds as a single voice, falls silent. Nomus appears to be waiting for your response in eager anticipation. I'm glad that you are learning to understand me, Nomus. After a long pause, the servitor's choirs respond with unexpectedly forcefulness. Nomus is glad too. We must go now. We will come to speak with you later. Another pause follows, so long that the silence becomes more piercing than a scream. Then the servitors finally break it. We felt sadness when we could no longer communicate with you, and we were worried about your fate. One can detect with the naked eye the moment when Nomus leaves the bridge. The servitors stop moving and sing and slowly shuffle off to their posts. Oh, Nomus, I like you. Now then, Lord Captain. Shall we get to business? We have a number of items to go over. The Expanse is in flames, your lordship. Squadrons and saw groups of despicable Drukhari raids our system. The cult of the Final Dawn have emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We've heard rumours of the fall of Santilis Prime, House Corridor's world, An outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive Promethium is there. Strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corridor. Chaos reigns everywhere. Only the esteemed Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at Footfall to tighten them into a fist to smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos vermin. What kind of Xenos are attacking the Expanse? Drukhari, your lordship. Their squadrons, both large and small, are invading the Expanse, unleashing carnage on planets, taking captives by thousands and attacking ships. This something has poked their nest, if you will, and now they are lashing out. Is that my problem? How fare the worlds of my dynasty? The heretic malicious acts make it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. The cult of the Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. On Vegbos 5, a mutiny was crushed after a group of newly arrived prisoners succumbed to blasphemous propaganda. But other worlds stand firm against the onslaught of the enemies of humanity and do not succumb to the pernicious influence. So Xavier Calcazar led the defense? Exactly, the esteemed Lord Inquisitor Calcazar declared himself Commandant of the Cronus Expanse and issued orders to requisition troops. He made Footfall his base of operations, as it was the most logistically convenient point. From there, his fleet strikes throughout the Expanse, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Final Dawn and the abominable Drukhari. He may be all that currently stands in the way of the He may be all that currently stands in the way of the Expanse being turned into ash. When heretics laid siege to Ufrit II, a hallowed forge of the Cognizance fleet, the Lord Inquisitor sent an enormous force. Now they and the exploratory squads recall from the front lines and stand together against the heretics in the battle for the sacred planet. What is the problem between Incendiar and Kalgos? When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join his forces, his ladyship, Incendiar Corridor, heeded the summons, while his lordship Kalgos Winterscale ignored them. Rumours has it that his refusal was defiant in manner, and served as a pretext for Lady Corridor to declare war on House Winterscale. Winterscale ships are being hunted and his worlds occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to the Imperium Creed. Surprisingly, for all the love of fighting, Winterscale is in no hurry to defend his dominion. According to the intercepted astropathic messages, he and his retinue are currently on Quetzar Timur hunting down a Xenos fleet, Eldari by all appearance. Is there anything else I should know? There have been other minor developments, if you wish. I will gladly bring you to speed on the bridge. I would not want to take any time away from this occasion. Thank you. Report received. Lord Captain, allow me to make a request, a personal one. While you were away, Zachary Weiss received an astropathic message from Daggerus. It concerns my family. The Versians have been accused of betraying House von Valencia. How is it possible? I cannot comprehend it. The Versians have served the Rogue Trader dynasty loyally for generations. This is hard to admit, but I am simply crushed by the news. The accusations were leveled by or on behalf of the Drivestones, the Governor family. Under normal circumstances, the investigation would not have required your involvement, and my entire family would have been. But being noble stock, the Versians are entitled under the ancient customs to petition for the Rogue Trader's personal protection, once in a generation. Your personal protection, Lord Captain? Do not deny us that honor, I implore you. Ablod, what if your family is guilty? Then the traitors will accept their due punishment. I have never relied on my position as an immunity guarantee, and I will not even try to sway your decision, as long as it is fair and balanced. Tell Zachary Weiss that to send a message to Daggerus saying I will personally take part in the investigation. Ablard breathes a sigh of relief and seems to grow an inch or two taller. Will do, your Lord Captain. Who's next? Come on, give me all the quests. Idara hurriedly enters the study, sniffing and hunching her shoulders. She look... Is it sniffling? Sniffling? I feel like I've never heard sniffling. I feel like it's stiffening is probably what they want to say. She looks haggard. There are bags under her eyes. Her hair is disheveled. Her hands that quiver slightly every movement. With some effort, she focuses her eyes on you and forces a crooked smile. Thank you for agreeing to hear me out, Lord Captain. Here's the deal. After all that happened recently, the voices in my head suddenly flared up and started gabbing worse than before. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm handling them just fine, but I think I know of a way I can get them to settle down a bit. Keep having the same vision over and over again. I'm walking down a corridor and then there's this door at the end, and I just know that right behind that door is blissful silence. All I've got to do is reach out and open it. So I touch it with my fingers. I can feel the cold, rough steel, and then suddenly I snap out of it and I always find myself staring at a wall in some compartment or other. I look behind me and all the doors on the way are open, but I have no memory of how I got here. Lord Captain, I'll cut to the chase. Please help me find that door. I'm not joking, this is a matter of life and death. My gut's telling me this is my last chance to deal with my powers, and if I don't... Before I make my decision, I have a question to ask you. Absolutely, Lord Captain. Ask me anything. I'll try my best to answer. What do you think is behind the door? I have no idea. Maybe it's some incredible implant from the tech-free secret stores. Well, I don't know. A serum that keeps the Captain in an Inquisition vault. There is such a thing as an archaeotech, right? Plenty of it lying around. Maybe some of it could help me. You're trying to maintain a facade of confidence while simultaneously pulling at a hangnail so hard her fingers begin to bleed. Do your visions contain any clues on where to start looking? Vague ones, as usual. I think I can hear the muffled cries of some weird birds, and my head is sweating like it's somewhere hot. I'm surrounded by rockcrete. Your everyday Imperial stuff, except it reeks of burnt flesh, fried cables, and chemicals. Sorry, that's about it. Nothing more concrete, but I think if we get close enough, I'll sense it immediately. Is the door you described similar to the door your whispers come from? No, well, I don't know. It feels different. The one from the visions feels very, I don't know, real? I can even touch it. It's definitely not an illusion. It really does exist somewhere. And trust me, neither of us want to open the other door, the whispering one. What if it's a trap? No, it can't be. Whatever, I'll go in alone if you like. But please help me get there. I have no more questions. We will find that door. I give you my word. Thank you, Lord Captain. I knew you wouldn't leave me in a bind. As soon as I sense we're close, I'll let you know right away. Who's next? Come on. The Exalted One bless this house of Von Valencia for your aggressive spirit, Shireen. And thank you for denying? Dying? I don't know what that word means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know how to say it. To speak with me. Jay turns unusually hesitant and now tentatively chooses the words that only a moment ago rolled off her tongue in an uninterrupted cascade. Here's the thing, Shireen. My network of trade representatives has been stretched a little too thin recently, like a chiffon dress on a whore. Supplies are all over the place, orders aren't being filled, clients are kicking off, and not without reason, and revenue's plummeting. If that wasn't bad enough, my guys running the things from Footfall have been incommunicado recently, and an astropath message has finally come in to tell me why some Ashmag or Ashmags thrown smite them has captured my gang, and they're threatening to kill every last one of those half-grafting whelps if I don't do what they want. And they only want one thing. They want my mercantile tabula official in exchange for my gang's lives. Jay tosses a thick mane of hair and grits her teeth, looking more vicious than you've ever seen her. But I'm not giving up my certificate for anything. and nor am I going to leave my guys high and dry. That's why I'm begging for your help and protection, Shireen. If I had to step into the cage of hyenas, I'd rather do it with a lion at my side. Goldman did not say who sent the message? Shireen, you know yourself that all Astrofact chit-chat is nothing but a stream of images, thoughts and intentions, nothing concrete. But I don't need the name of the sender. I already know it. I can smell Falco's stench all over this, or else it's Vladimir's doing. This is just that damned Ashmag style. It could be a bluff. It could be Shireen, but I've been missing the familiar stench of the docks, and the daring Octi and her bar, and even the stony gaze of the Exalted One that watches over you whenever you're at footfall. I'm homesick, you see. The tender smile vanishes from Jay's face, leaving a nakedly bleak expression behind. The Exalted One helps those who help themselves, Shireen, and I don't want to risk the lives of my people. When we reach footfall, I will help your associate. I look forward to that day, Shireen, and praise be to the Exalted One for bestowing such a misery portion of haughty indifference upon your heart. Is that it? Is that everyone? Oh, I'm in my chair. Enough, Xenos. Justice will be done one way or another. Say all you want, heretic spawn, but you will never leave the ship unscathed. What punishment awaits him who failed to realize his own acolyte was a traitor? What is going on? Catching sight of you, the curious crew members dashed to their posts, leaving only the senior officers in the middle of the bridge. How long are you going to tolerate this filth from your ship, Wilbur? This foul traitor who has already dragged you into darkness once, and who almost let your protectorate without its sovereign. Rogue trader. Has Aldawi heresy clouded your judgment? Treachery always means death, either for the traitor or the one betrayed. You almost died in Comra, your retinue. You know what became of them. Is it not high time that justice was done? Now this is a fine spectacle. The Inhuman gets what she deserved. Let us all watch and laugh. Your wonderful path has led you into a rather thorny situation, cousin. You refused to beg for mercy in Comra, and now you'll have to lick the boots of the Monkai. Silence, Xenos, your turn will come. Anyone else want to share their thoughts? You know, Lord Captain, I will support any order you give, but to keep a Xenos in the retinue especially after everything. He casts a tense look at the lower bridge. After everything that has transpired because of her, it would not be wise. The enemies of humanity have no place among humans, you know this. Cassie's hand shakes a little and she clenches her fist. But death is far too merciful a sentence. What I endured was far more terrible. You know, Shireen, when a pet refuses to obey their master, they'd usually put in a cage at best, or turned into a lovely piece of taxidermy at worst. Right. I'm gonna go for 3. I don't want to do that. You will now apologize to everyone who was harmed by your deeds, and that will be enough. Now the Osirian will work on her hindwards before the Monkai. I'm glad I decided to drop by to see what all the fuss was about. Daughter's in a mix of emotion from anger to hatred to dejection and despair, but soon she musters up her courage and in a stilted, barely audible voice says, "My words will not heal the wounds of your body, and still I regret what you have to endure because of me. Words will not fix what has been done." He grips his weapon but hesitates. Xenos' apology rings hollow. There is neither repentance nor truth to them. Disappointment by the outcome of the confrontation, the officers presented slowly return to their duties. They will forgive you, not all of them, and not right away, but they will. Stop it, you cannot believe that, Olontak. I do not need words of comfort. The words of these Monkai do not touch my soul. Only your thoughts matter, yours and mine. You really not care what happened, or are you trying to conceal your true feelings again? I am sorry that my mistake would lead anyone along the path of the Dark City. I can see their pain and anger, I understand, but words and pity will not help them. Only time and perhaps revenge, which will dull the pain for a little while. But you have taken away their chance for revenge, Alontac. Now all they can do is wait. Are you alright? Your monk, I have had it worse. I will live, and the wounds of my soul will eventually heal. They will live too, but their souls will forever bleed painful memories. Till we meet again. I should have lied. You know, in hindsight, should have lied. You know what I mean? I've probably pissed them off a fair amount. Hey, Cassia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. You will hear no...
You don't want to talk to me. Cool. Next, let's have a look at companion stuff. Rat hunting, the door. Yeah. Talk to Yvette on... Okay, okay. I'll talk with Space Marine.
Broke free the bold from captors grasping. Dark city's feeble dungeons eternally disgracing. Flows now this saga in the hall of glorious feasting, where all extol the wolf mighty and the yet fatter cunning. I hope you're not going to put off the feast. Our escape demands a grand celebration.
What are you planning to do with your newly acquired freedom?
Find my pack. As we speak, they are likely performing some bloody service for Calcazar. For that reason,
all I think about is the
want to have
future
a
armor
word
thing.
with the Inquisitor.
Somebody must have done a Photoshop where they put Calcazar as the head of this Inquisitor, right? Why do you call me Itvata?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain. An Edfater answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Edfater.
Thank you for this honor.
Be worthy of it, and see that you do not disgrace this glorious rank.
Why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
I don't know. Is it a means of tricking your captors, pretending to be a monster?
Partly, Edfater. It is true that I have led the puny Xenos on a false trail to dull their vigilance. But that is not the only reason. Do you know of the implant called the Omophagia?
I do know this about this. It's
one
great.
of the blessings the All-Father granted
It's really
to his
funny.
Astartes. Nerve nodes that connect the stomach walls and the spinal cord allow me to absorb information from the genetic code of the flesh I consume.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I like it as a concept, but it is a very weird thing for them to have.
I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
Tell me about your brothers, the Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Who are the Space Wolves?
Vilka Fenrica. That is our name in the old tongue of our world. We are the fiercest of the All-Father's warriors.
I feel like
His
every other
executioners.
blimmin' chapter would say
His
otherwise.
retribution.
They'd all say they're the best.
Our fearless Wolf King is Laemon Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home
I'd be
the fan,
honestly, if the
which
rumors are true, you're
rises
probably
from
going to
the
be getting your
world's
friend back,
valiant
your
war
Primarch.
pit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who
I
we
love this one. I love this one. I'm gonna say it. Your Fenrisians seem to bring wolves into everything.
You are not wrong there.
Oh, that's
Every
hilarious.
other word out of a Fenrisian's mouth is wolf.
Okay, I have to. I'm print screening that. I have to show that to my friends.
But there is more to our spirit than grim destruction alone.
You used to be
In all of
Vikings,
heroes,
not just
we hold
wolves.
feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else. To thundering laughter,
They do have the
we
ability to
raise
make
our
alcohol that
voice,
somehow they can
tell
actually
our
process,
sagas,
which is insane.
And honor our glorious fallen.
I imagine some of the Slaanesh people can do that as well.
Though the body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of drink, we invented a way around this taboo. The mead we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk and makes our feasts jovial occasions.
Nowhere else.
Mead. You can
Interesting.
brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
They are. That's just a lie, but it's probably not the specific plant you need. In icons I've seen, Astartes look much less wild.
Our gene seed is unique. Lehman Ross blessed us with the Canis Helix, a genetic gift that
I've never heard
heightens
it
our
called that
senses,
before. It's kind of cool.
making them sharper than those of brothers from other chapters.
Not true.
Canis Helix kindles a bloodthirst in our hearts and changes our appearance to resemble the lethal wolves of Fenris.
For a Space Marine chapter, you're far from orthodox.
The wolves do not take orders from outsiders. We keep the old ways, not the Codex Astartes. We fight in packs, and we are trained and healed by our wise rune and wolf priests. We do not find honor in adorning ourselves in laurels, but instead etch the full names of our fallen kin as a promise of vengeance, and draw strength from that promise.
You spoke of full names that give you strength. What is your name in that case?
Ulfar Redmane. That is what my brothers call me.
Makes sense. You got a red mane, glorious red mane. Given the warrior's boastful nature, the indifference with which he reveals his name is surprising. Seems he does not trust you enough to disclose his true name. I understand.
Do you? And there I was, about to round off my story with a short 400-verse saga about the gifts of Lacan the Rund Wolf.
My curiosity has been sated.
Should what I told you reach other ears, I shall take your tongue.
I must take my leave.
Fenris,
Fair enough. Fair enough. I probably want to talk with Maranzai just for a second. Just to see if he has anything to say. Maranzai stares down at you from his formidable height, his head slightly tilted to one side. The lean, wiry Xenos is encased in black armor. Not even a sliver of a gap has been left between the tightly fitting plates, which bristle with mutual gleaming bars and hooks. Set in a white face stridiate with custom tattoos, dark eyes devour you, burning with predatory malevolent interest. I've been meaning to ask you, when offered the chance to follow me, you took it readily. Why is that?
I had no intention of ending my days playing the role of meat in the arena. And then you blithely offered me an alliance after what I'd done to you. Why?
I value good fighters. You are one.
That is true. But I'm not merely a hireling. It is strange you did not consider that when you offered me an alliance. But it does not matter.
I wish to know more about you and your cabal.
Ask your questions. I will decide which is worthy of an answer.
You speak low Gothic. Knowing your kind, I cannot believe that you learned it willingly.
It was a punishment. One of my raids was not as successful as it should have been, and Erimeris ordered Tavantius to forcibly implant the knowledge of the repulsive monkey language into my mind. Supposedly so that I could at least benefit the Cabal by coaxing the monkey into their cages. 5 days I spent under a cerebral burner in the Spire's main hall. To the delight of Erimeris' entourage, I dislocated every joint, struggling in agony against my shackles. But I would endure it all again to expel this poison from my head.
I'm right here, mate. I'm right here. The person speaking the language. It's our language. You were the Draken of your Cabal. What does that mean exactly?
The Draken is the first among the blades of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, and the Drukhari who stands but one rung below the Archon. The Draken leads raids and wages wars against other Cabals, keeps the arrogant Trueborn and Halfborn upstarts at bay, and has the pick of any opponent in any battle. Erimeris used to have others in her inner circle, but I am sure that they all disappeared one by one, and that their successors were too terrified to take their place. That was when my sister engaged an incubi order to serve as her bodyguards. Incubi do not respond to fear or bribes.
What sparked the conflict between you and Erimeris?
Must there be another reason beyond survival and ambition? Camorra does not tolerate weakness. Camorra respects only strength and cunning. Either you climb up on the corpses of your enemies, or you become one of the steps underfoot.
I don't care about this. It just feels mean. Now as a guy of the Cabal of the Black Heart, what is their relationship to your Cabal?
The Cabal of the Black Heart is the most ancient of all the Cabals, and the largest. It casts a shadow over all Camorra, and when the Black Heart strikes, you submit or you die. The Reaving Tempest was not prepared to perish, so when the Black Heart's shadow stretched as far as us, Erimeris' predecessors chose to bend the knee and become their vassals.
That's fair. Is the Archon Vect then?
Erimeris never liked the Cabal's subordinate position. Her words, and sometimes her actions directed against the Black Heart, prompted whispers of discontent and fear among those who served her. I was not willing to renounce the protection of Astrobile Vect's own Cabal. If I had succeeded in overthrowing Erimeris with Nazrake's aid, many within the Reaving Tempest would have supported me.
Tavantius the Arch Machinator. What is your connection to him?
Tavantius was Erimeris' ally, not mine. The Reaving Tempest is his patron, and patron also to the Witches of the Arena. I have had cause to seek out his artistry several times, and each time with difficulty. Of late, he's been gone from Camorra more often than he's been in it. He was probably in one of his lairs where he hides his other experiments and creations.
Do you have any idea where his other layers might be?
After Tavantius quarreled with the witches and was stripped of the Cabal's protection, his havens in Camorra were turned into a deadly trap. I imagine they've been ransacked and destroyed by now. His other hideouts may be somewhere in the tangle of the Webway, or in real space. But that last possibility is madness even for a homunculus.
When did you have need for his expertise?
When the grotesque of a rival Cabal ripped my arm off at the shoulder, When I needed a substance to wring the truth out of you in the Obsidian Court.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
When I had personal
Desires that only a
master of flesh could
could
satisfy.
understand. Yeah, I completely got that wrong. Cool. I'm not gonna ask him about that. You call yourself a Trueborn. What does that mean?
It is a caste in Komora. Noble
Noble
Drukhari
Drukhari
born
born
under
under
certain
certain
circumstances.
Their
Cradle before birth was not an amniotic gestational tube, but a living womb. Carrying a fetus for such a lengthy term is as good as a death sentence for a female Drukhari. She is too vulnerable to her enemy's attacks.
Okay, that
and
makes
she is of
sense.
no use on a
That makes a lot
raid.
of sense, actually.
In Komora, only the most powerful Drukhari, who are able to surround themselves with the best protection, can allow themselves such an extravagance.
Such an extravagance.
Farkaza Aziriesh, poisoner of Azdrujar, and Shaimish's elect, was one such exalted leader of the Drukhari. The result was worth the effort.
Sure. You've numerous titles, I recall. Tell me about them.
Eviscerator of Illyridas, Blaze of the Barkag Kingdom, and Slayer of Corocius the Pale. Illyridas was a world inhabited by our distant Eldari cousins, until I led a reaping raid there. The Barkag Kingdom was a separate cluster on the fringes of Komora before it went to war with the Reaving Tempest, and by the time I left, I was wading through the blood of its inhabitants. And lastly, Corocius the Pale. He was an ancient homunculus who betrayed the Aziriesh at the behest of another cabal. That was not a military victory, but a personal one. In his attempts to make himself invincible, Corocius had sown inside himself the deadliest creatures from the depths of Komora. It did not save him. I cut out every one of his 8 hearts and sent them to his
You must not have been
former
powerful, because I've
coven
seen
as
how
a
powerful you
warning to
actually
the
are in
rest.
combat and you're shit.
Are you sure?
I must take my leave.
Then go.
Don't kill or torture any of my people. Just putting it out there. I'm saying right now, do not kill or torture any of my people. In fact, Eldari, I need to talk with you. I need to see if this is how I start the quest, or if I have to go into my room.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace. The wounds of the body will heal.
But
what about the wounds of the soul? Krudarok fell,
Krudarok,
and
it's
its
not
demise
Kudrach.
shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Osirian.
Sirian.
Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey, pursued by the Dark Cousins, imprisoned by the servants of She Who Thirsts. Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path. Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Alantark. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions. But I will resign my heart to meekness, for there is no other way a marked outcast can help their fellow Eldari wandering in the dark.
Many terrible things happen in Komora. Are you alright?
I found myself in the Dark City after following the twisted roads of truth and lies. And although the truth blossomed like an ugly bud and scratched my soul with its thorns, I did find the answers to my questions. Those who come back from the dark of the Webway will never be the same. But it is we who change while the surrounding world remains imminent. This thought gives me strength.
So for the horrendous fate, I'm sorry for your world. I'm sorry your world is lost.
I have no need for your sympathy, Alantark. Besides, neither Monkey nor my dark kin found the decaying remnants
it's
of
not-
Kruderach.
Oh, it's
Perhaps
got a horrendous disease on it, but she's
all
probably
is not
Nurgle.
lost. Perhaps we may yet bring back what has been taken.
I think it's very unlikely, mate. I'm sorry. Lord Captain's quarters. That's where I'll go. Lord Captain's quarters. It's time for me to know. Oh, I've seen one of those now. Seen one of these things. In fact, they've got a lot of Drukhari-based equipment here, I've noticed. You must have fought a fair amount of Drukhari in her life. Just kind of imply that maybe she's not, this? Vault? How do I get her to come? I talked with her. Is that the quest? Yes, it was the quest. Cool. Ready for all. And so instead of doing those ones, I want to do these ones first, right? Daggerus first for the House Versian thing. That one I can't find. This one, okay. I know the way I do stuff now. Contracts? Weapons? Yeah, done. I thought she said she wanted to talk in the captain's quarters. Let's show completed. I go to Canyon. Which one is this? Half of... Okay, I can't see it anymore. Let's continue on then. We can make our way to Daggerus. We'll deal with the murder investigation. It's probably the Drivestem trying to stop anybody who's getting too close to them, if I had to guess. Hey, how's Factorum? I restored some shipping stuff. Imperial Navy. Do I have anything that I can give you? I do. Does it get me anything good? Yeah, that's just better. Cool. Yeah, they're just better as well. Cool. They're not better. I need to get higher profit factor to start using this stuff. Okay. Is there anyone else I want to learn stuff from? Fellowship here. Is there anything here I care about? Like, is this good? No. Tactical backpack. Might be useful for Argenta, but I think she has better stuff already. That's not bad. It's not better than it's technically better than what I have. No, it's not better. It's better than. It's not better than that. No, it's not better than any of these. That damage is lying. A bit more of the void. Not what I needed. What about you guys? I don't think I want to go against you if this is what I'm seeing though. Gauntlet. Extra attack's not hugely caring. I don't really care for. Stormbolt is not bad. for maybe the Space Marine. Heavy Xenos mech. Non-human entities. That might be diesel. That might be better for Ablard, actually. Is it better for Ablard? You know what I mean? Like, Vortex. What about this? I have a real problem here of figuring out what I actually want. For like, none of these interest me enough. Yeah, don't say sorry, mate. The fact you're here is great. Like, this is good. Like, this is worth using. But I have to get all the way to 16 reputation with this guy to do it. Like, is it worth me going all the way down to this stuff? Laughing God Pendant. Like, as far as I can find, there is only one thing here that I actually... There's only one thing here that I want to actually go into him for. What about the Exploiters? You got anything cool? Buying getting some mobile extractors just feels like a no-brainer. What about the deflecting gloves? Do they do anything? Allow to parry melee attacks with a ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. That's kind of cool. Omniscient Axe is okay. Power Axe? Useless at this moment. Heavy plasma gun might be useful. Slick. It's okay. Speed of communication. You get an additional AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not spent MP. That's not bad, but I'm running out of things to use AP on, actually. After using run and gun, they gains cover efficiency when in cover. That's not bad. I don't use it that well, though. This is... info. 30% chance to just do another attack, but less damage, but you gain dodge reduction. Is this good? Okay, so that's one thing I probably want. Maybe two. This gives me Tempestus. That I want to as well, so 3. Maybe gains plus 2 times strength bonus parry and reroll failed dodge test. I want that one as well, so that's 4. This power axe might be useful for Ablard, maybe. But I don't think so. The solar statue is useless. Under the effects of break their ranks, I don't have anyone that uses that. Sorry, I know this is going to take a while, but that's kind of good. Flamers. Gains a single attack of it. The wearer's single attacks on an opening deal additional damage. Okay, yeah, that's 4. Attack during the first round of combat costs 0 AP. Now, if I'm planning on using the Space Marine, which I think I am, for one, I'm not going to have very good tech use, because he was my tech use guy, but I think it's still worth it. So having that's actually 5. This is arguably 6. That's good, so that might be possible as well. That's 7. Okay, I'm going to give my reputation to this guy. You get everything. Let's see what I can get with that. Take this. I'll take this. The Omniscient Axe might be useful. Large med kicks will be useful. I'm making a choice because I would just be sitting here ages if I didn't. Take that as well. Resolve when no, I won't take that. AP, no, that's not useful. I'll take this. This is useful as well. Now it is getting to the point now where my profit factor's not going to be useful, but what could I get? I can get this if my profit factor goes up. That's good. Quick check to see if these guys have anything I particularly want. I don't think they do. Ooh, that's not bad actually. I'm sorry there's a lot of just looking in this episode, but it's kind of important that I know what... I haven't really done this before. And I kind of do need to look at this stuff. Just to see if there's anything I particularly want. I think I made the right choice though. I think that's the right choice in my opinion. This is arguably good. Laurel of Command? No. Scout Armor? Why does that give 60? Note of Weakness. Ooh, I like the helmet. Okay, is there anything I can give you? There is. One sec. Let me just do a quick check. Is there anything more I can give you? No. So I may as well just give you this stuff, right? I may as well just give you all the cargo I can give you. Not a huge amount. It doesn't give me a ton. I'll take the heavy bolter just on the off chance. I'll take the Imperial Scroll just on the off chance as well. Right, let's go through my stuff now. I want your bolter to be the heavy bolter. Because I don't think that Argenta can take that. No, she doesn't have 60 strength. If she did have 60 strength, you know I would be giving her the heavy bolter. In fact, I might start buffing her strength just to get the heavy bolter to be a thing. Oh wait, does she have the... Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hey, Ulfa. I lied. You're not using this. Just for a second. I need to check. Genta. She can use it. It's not as good, for some reason, as this bolter I have right now, but she could actually have used it. I don't understand how this does 6 to 9 damage. You're using the Astartes bolter. What am I talking about? Let me have a look at these things. Imperial Scroll. I don't think anybody here really has a spot for that. What I do want to do is give Abelard... This helmet feels better. Oh, it looks pretty cool as well. Look at that helmet. This targeting visor probably... bonuses... by or further by 20%. I think just the general buff is better actually, but it's good that that's there. After you run and gun. Do I have a spot here? Yes. Taking that. Shuriken manual. Bonuses to Medicae based on toughness. Isn't bad on someone who's very tough and has decent Medicae. Do I have someone like that? No. You can be decent at Medicae. Now, is this weapon better for me? Is the more important thing. Let's see. I do, on average, like, a tiny bit less damage. But I get a 30% chance of just shooting again. Is the... to gain 1 more attack. I think that's better in the long run. Cool. And now... Oh, no, wrong button. This button. Void ship management. I got some upgrades. This is just strictly better. But do I put it on the left or the right side? It doesn't matter. I won't remember. Is this better? Long range lance does more damage, but it's a narrow firing arc. Whereas this is a wide firing. No, I do like having the wide firing arc. These are better. I kind of want to upgrade my health again, but I don't think I should. But my posts are actually important. So, Supreme Commander will be, as always... Ooh, maybe not, actually. Maybe Jade actually takes the lead now. Master Canonist, it will be, obviously, her. Shield Generator will be Pascal, as always. Master of Maneuvers will be... Ooh, Ablard by like a tiny bit. This will probably be him. And then Master of Victory. I guess that's me. I don't really know what that is, but it's me. That's done. That's done. What else is there? What else is there? Is there anything else? I think that's it. We're going to Daggerus. We'll do some Daggerusing. Hopefully all my navigationary insights and stuff are still there, for one. This new contract. Oh, there's so many contracts. Where did they come from? Provisions for Prometheum. Not worth. Plasteel for people. I have no people at the moment. It might be worth. Yeah, I'll do that. Profit factor for... No. I need profit factor. Profit factor for Xenos Tech. Adamantine for mechanisms. Not really useful. Xenos Tech for weapons? No. Chemicals for plasteel? No. Weapons for provisions? Yeah. Right. Can I have a look at my colony management? How are we doing colony management wise? Shrine. Ooh. Oh, look, all these ranks. Okay, so they get the Hammer of Epiphany. What's this one? A Conquest of Commanding, a Concept Pillar of Arcs. Shrine Crusade. I've gone this one because I haven't done these ones. Why can't I do this? Why is this one not allowed? Oh, I don't have enough people. Well, my rep goes up with the Durcians. I don't want my rep to go up with the Durcians hugely. I kind of want to get... This increases my profit factor, which is pretty useful. What is this? Oh, because my reputation with the Explorators went up. Yeah, I haven't been doing any of that. Okay, yeah, we're getting the shrine up. Good to have something actually going on with that place. Profit factor up. More chemicals? Sure. I'm glad that I have all this stuff now. Anything else? Moving world. Security efficiency up, but it takes a lot. New life. Profit factor up, but I lose mechanisms. That's good. You know what? I'm going for new life. Next. Oh, we're already starting something with you, so I don't need to look at that. You need something though. So there's chemicals for efficiency, plasteel, not bad. Test of wills, tornadoes. More people. I actually do need people, but it blocks. Do I care about killing the fields? No. Do I care about of blood sports? No. Navy whips. What is this? It gives me more rep. Okay, I've got to do one of those ones. Okay, yeah. Anything that can up my Imperial Navy rep, because those dudes give me upgrades to my ships. And one of my hardest fights have been blimmin' ship fights. Even with all those upgrades, I couldn't deal with that ship fight easily. We're gonna go to Daggerus first, right? Yeah, there it is. So we need to go here first. Look, Captain, there was an emergency at the officers' decks. Numerous victims lost of communication. The void ships report the warp voices filling the compartments. This is not a warp breach. This is the Xenos you took aboard Janus has gone mad and went on a rampage. I have two fairly reliable witness accounts. According to one, the Xenos suddenly assaulted the crew member, gutting them seemingly at random. The other claims that there are survivors who barricade themselves in the adjacent components. The enforcers managed to isolate the raving Xenos in the dead end, but they have been unable to pacify him. What are your orders? Such are the consequences of ill-conceived actions born of the lack of faith in the God Emperor's laws. I am ready to stop the Xenos' rampage personally and replay every life he has taken. Why am I not surprised? Road Trader, we cannot bring back your subjects, but I will gladly aid you in disposing the rabid creature. I don't remember this person. Yeah, do anything right without me. Oh, I could just vent it to space. Okay, explain your words. Remember what happened during my very first voyage aboard your ship, when I found myself beyond the veil, the servants of She Who Thirst descended upon this frail shell that is protecting your vessel from the outside horrors, and managed to break through. The soul of an Andari shines like a beacon in the night, drawing the gaze of Chai, Lant, Thresh, and stoked her thirst. Stories of the Assyrian keep us safe from her claws, but the Dark Ones never sought to restrain their desires for excess and pleasure as well, as some protections against our eternal enemy. When the voices of She Who Thirst call out to me, I found refuge in meditation. I think Mamanzai started feeding his withering soul instead, using only the method he knew. I'm going to the officer's deck immediately. I kinda just want to vent him. I might kill him either way. It's nothing. No, I'm not bringing you. I'll bring Ulfa. I'm sorry, Pascal. I really am sorry, Pascal, but I just don't think I'm going to be using you anymore. I think Ulfa's just better. I just don't know. I don't know if I've done your leveling up wrong or something, but I do think that he's better. Let me level him up. That's at the end of it. I like being able to use both. Exemplar. What do I want to give to you? Yeah, why not? More stuff like that. Wait, if I click this on and off, does it do anything? No, it doesn't. Okay. I'm not really sure what I should do in this situation. I think this might not be bad on him, actually. For his, like, blade pistol build. Because the logic is that, like, he'd be near somebody at this point. Of course, whenever I come here, it's just hell. Somebody open the door! Open the door before he gets me! Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, mate, you're dead. Oh, you didn't fall onto that body. That would have been, like, literally perfect. What the? Why does he have this? Why does this random guy have this plasma gun? It's... Look at the wings! This dude! This random blimmin' cleric dude!
I always have a backup plan.
I didn't see the wall. Okay? I didn't see the wall. Like, if you wanted to torture somebody... Look, all I'm going to say is what I would have done was instead... You'd have asked me, and I would have brought torture and like
keep my options open.
Tortured people. Oh, there's a slash. Lord Captain, God Emperor be with you, and with all of us too. The Enforcer can barely suppress the tremors running through his body. Only you can deal with this spawn. Permission to report, your lordship. It started a few watches after the translation. Well, actually, they say this associate of yours has been acting strangely even before that. It's as if he started hearing things. He was swirling back and forth, barking something in a Xenos tongue. Then he grabbed his blade and sliced his hand open. His own hand. Then he suddenly howled and lunged at the people nearby. The voice of she who thirsts. He heard the call. Any of our kind will find themselves beyond the veil, become tempting prey for the Skylant Luesh, and your technology that protects the ship from her baneful influence cannot drown out the sound of a maddening voice. Can you see her? She see who? He looks around with an alarmed expression. Whom are you referring to, Lord Captain? Who were the victims of this massacre? Anyone he could get his hands on, your lordship. Officers, serfs, technomats. He even attacked a servitor, although that didn't last long. He just tore its head off, and the rest of them, though. Xenos scum tortures the life out of them. I've heard enough. I'm inserting inside. We'll unblock it right up quick, your lordship. If only there was a way to flush that fiend out without going in. He stops and pales even more. Oh, it's mercy, I completely forgot. The late technomat, he turned on some security systems right before he bled out. We figured if the Xenos thinks about showing his face, the systems will get him. The point is, we should go with your lordship, with your permission. It just wouldn't be right for the Lord Captain to go in there alone. God Emperor help us. The officer tried his best to speak calmly, but his voice is quivering. The thoughts of going inside the compartment has become a death trap, fills him with dread bordering on panic. No, I would... Who is this? This is the ruler of the wrestle and the master of the lost child. Come closer, let me get a good look on you. At you. Mate, I've killed many of your brethren, and by killed, of course, me return to the warp. Yeah, cool. Unless she...
Is there money to be made?
I can hear the beating of his heart, the roaring blood in his veins, the pulsating fear in his black soul. Do I just kill him? Like, I don't have that same thing that stopped me before, where it's like, oh, but they don't know that they're doing bad. Like, he's just evil. He's just an evil son of a bitch. What is this? Is it demolition? It's demolition.
Join me in prayer. Blessed be the road that we take.
When the time comes for me to step into this world, he will be waiting for me. You're a basic demonette, mate. Don't think that you're that good.
Pay attention.
Yeah. Holy shit!
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
How the okay. This is a fucking complex
Nothing escapes my sight. See, right there.
How the what the hell? Look at
Carry
this!
the Emperor's will as your torch.
Who makes this fancy system? Fancy system like this?
The Emperor favors me today.
What of all
I
these?
better myself through my service.
Jesus.
Never doubt me. What deeds await us? The Emperor favors me today.
Thank God that I didn't bring everyone with me there.
Always keep your
Getting
eye
out
on
of
the
that with just
prize.
one wound is definitely a lot better than I feel like I could have done. Hacker voice. We're gonna save. Okay, right. I have a sneaking suspicion that this will end with me killing him.
What do we have here?
I better myself through my
I leveled
service.
up from that. Why? Okay, well, I mean, I'll do it. Oh, I just get to boost anything now. What am I the best at? Am I the best at anything? It's not awareness. What is awareness? Am I better than anything else with anyone? Commerce. No. Demolition, no. Logic, I'm the best at logic? More logic then, I guess. Oh, so this is just going to be giving me a perk almost every time. That's very good. I really don't think these are any good. Not actually that good, though. Attacks gain. Whenever there are attacks, there are gains plus that dodge reduction. What's this? Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy, the assassin gains plus assassin's dodge reduction minus dodge target's dodge divided by two lethality. Sure. Ablard, old buddy, old pal. What are you the best at again? You're my carousel athletics king. Let's bump athletics. What do I want here? I don't think any of these are useful. While Bulwark is active. Well, the Vanguard has at least all offers suffer and a penalty again to dodge against all attacks except. That's not bad. My fellowship probably needs to go up though. All allies affected by a Vanguard's ability, but not the Vanguard themselves. No. Once per turn, whenever an enemy that considers about no. All allies affected by. He's not affected by any of them. An ally made by an ally. Whenever attack made by an ally hits the Vanguard, deals no damage. That's not bad. While at maximum stack of unyielding beacon, I don't know what the maximum stack is, and I don't know if I get to it. No, I keep thinking that it's the middle one. It's not the middle one. You are my demolition queen, right? Yeah, you do demolition really well. You do awareness pretty well. You do law Xenos horrendously. You do law warp horrendously. So just demolition really. Plus 5 is the same characteristic as the one chosen from humanity's finest. What would that do? I don't know what I chose with humanity's finest, that's the thing. Use two-handed weapons within melee range, but with a penalty. That's pretty decent, but she can always run away. Every weapon attacks cost 1 less AP. Am I using a heavy weapon? It's a two-handed weapon, right? That's heavy. Yeah, why not? That seems cool. The logic being that I shoot them in the hand feels a bit weird, but sure. What are you the best at? I've got awareness. Lord Xenos is pretty useful from you. I realised that I shouldn't have all of these people just be good at one thing, but it's kind of too late to change that. Well, it's not too late, but it's pretty. I can't be asked. If I'm being honest, I just can't be asked. Whenever an enemy is killed by a crit, I don't like crit ones. You know, it's just not useful. Save the kill. Whenever the player's not being... Look, I don't really care about any of these, really. Oh, I don't mind that, actually. But I don't know what I'm going to be taking later on. You are my commerce lady. Why do you have 6 there? You're my commerce, you're my persuasion, you're my law imperium. I think I want persuasion to always be incredibly high. Now let me have a look. Is this what I think it is? No, it isn't. Okay. Although these ones aren't bad. I might choose one of those. Let's have a look at this. Each turn, no. After everyone has a line of sight or has its dodge and hit now. Starts its turn, including extra turns with an additional 3 movement. The first ally targeted by a navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of additional movement. That's okay. With the amount if it's higher than the base amount for such test. I like that. Stacking minus 10 bonus 10x. Okay. Course unravels. Whenever the navigator uses a navigator power that has not been used. I don't know how good perception is. That's why I've never done that. Navigator path piles, bonus characteristic we're currently holding. Blinking stare to the end of the enemy damage by now. Well, under the effect of any navigator's power, enemies have their armor reduced. No. I'm not like an offensive navigator power thing. I actually think it might be better to take something like this. Not that. Like something that boosts when I've targeted somebody. Oh, the ally uses a consumable. I don't use a new consumable. No. No. On abilities, the crit damage dealt by that. No. As an ally, the ally heals an ally. I don't heal an ally. Half the amount of temporary wounds to an ally closest to the target. That's not bad. Momentum is higher than 125. The first burst, no. No. Press the advantage, ignores cover and dodge. I don't remember which press the advantage is. I'm really bad. My memory's really bad with this stuff. What are you the best at? You're my athletics, but I already have an athletics. But you're Carouse as well. I already have Carouse. Anything else you're decent at? You're decent at awareness. That's kind of useless. Fuck, you're useless then. God, you do too much that Argenta does. That's annoying. I could stop randomly putting it into random one to buff something. Like I could make you my tech use just by putting a load of stuff into tech use. In fact, I'm going to do that. But for no reason other than I think it would be cool. Whenever the Arch-Militant or their ally uses a heroic action or desperate measure, the Arch-Militant gains +1 on all attacks until the end of the combat. Sure. That's good. Quick check on him to see if there's anything I can give him in terms of helmets. No, it's a helmet specific to him, isn't it? Whenever the wearer dodges, that will become a priority target. No. No, you don't have any psi rating. No, that's the wearer gains deflection equal to the psi rating. Useless. Bonuses to awareness, gain bonuses to peruse. Words per turn when it scores pistol. That might be decent actually. When the wearer scores a crit with a pistol, the next attack costs 0 AP. Bonuses to logic? No, that's useless. Look thickener. I like the look thickener ability. No, there's nothing here that really helps. Ooh, that's useful. I could give him this. I don't think it's very good, but it could stun. Yeah, I feel like he should know about Law Imperial as well. Let's get this over with. Hey, Daemonette. I have come because the prince wills it. The souls of all his progeny belong to him alone. None will escape his embrace. Or their embrace. They're kind of a concept more than anything, really.
Pay attention.
Ooh, I almost instinctively did that. Disarm the bomb.
Duty prevails.
There's a lot of bombs in this place. Hey, Mamanzai, hello. Mamanzai jerks his head up when you appear. His already gaunt face is tightly wrapped in a pale grey parchment-like skin. His teeth are bared furiously, and his dark eyes have turned into two pitch-black mirrors that could show your reflection clearly if you were to gaze into them. He opens his mouth, but instead of words, an unnatural rasping hiss comes out. If the creature ever possessed intelligence, there is no sign of it left. Last. The resonant voice that has followed you on your journey throughout the deck sounds like it's coming from every direction, chilling you to the bone. At last we meet, my poor child. Look at him, mortal. Look at how he yearns to return to the one who carries his kind, who caresses his kind, rejects so stubbornly. Whose caress his kind rejects so stubbornly. Come, child, follow my voice, and my prince will grant you all the bliss and torment in this universe. The Eldar exclaims something in Eldari language. The hallucinator fails to process a rapid and elaborate speech. Without waiting for Mamanzai's response, she turns to you. My dark kin has lost himself in the fight against the pull of She Who Thirsts. Allow me, Alontek. However great our differences are, however dissolute and deprived the dark ways may be, I cannot blind my eyes and let Sky Loresh take him. The warp spawn laughs musically. Sooner or later, all of his kind will step into my embrace. The prince is patient. The prince knows that every Eldari soul is already his. The Demonette's voice suddenly forces itself inside your mind. But if you let me get close to the lost child, if you lure him into letting his guard down, my prince will reward you. Wilbur, the soul of this pathetic Xenos, is a small price to pay for the blessings that come with my master's favor. I kind of just want to hit this and kill him. Is that too much to do? I'll show no leniency to the one who butchered my people.
I'll make an example out of you.
Well, you were fun while you lasted. Oh shit. The people who came with me just immediately got done in. Of course they did. Of course they blimmin' did. Argenta? I don't know. Argenta, hide over here. With Ablard. Ablard, move up. You know what? I'll sort of block you from... Oh, no, you're only getting shot by Dark Enforcers. I don't like that sound, though, I'll be honest. Garcia, go hide here. Garcia, hide there. Where's the nearest Slash Demon? It's there. I'll move to being a bit more closer to that. I don't want them to attack. I feel sorry for killing him, except I don't, and I don't feel any form of sorrow for killing him at all. If I'm being completely honest. You never had those attacks when I fought you, you dingus. That's blimmin' bullshit. You didn't have any of those attacks when you fought me.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Probably this, right?
As the Emperor commands, I act. It's why I was chosen.
Yeah, blimmin' ecstasy. Yeah. We're gonna do this, confident approach. We're gonna do this.
Faith without deed.
How did I not kill this one? This guy? Especially with my extra damage against warp entities. Hey, you dodged it. No! Stop going after here!
I move swiftly
We
to
move to
strike.
here. We call the bold. We immediately shoot these guys. Let's try and finish this off.
Hear you moving? No more.
In fact, I should probably put my prey on this one. That makes sense. Then we're gonna try and kill you. There's rolls that kill.
Xenos pet monkey.
Yeah, I didn't get the rolls. Oh, are they just attacking each other? Oh, that's kind of cool. Cassia, you're gonna move
I
back a
have
bit.
read tomes of military tactics.
We're gonna do this.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna give. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna give her a turn.
Me? If you insist, Lord
You may be
Captain.
wondering. Oh no, but you're in combat, right?
I'll do it.
Nah, mate. I'm not in combat. You're in combat. Wait, how does that work? Why can't I... What's happening here? Well, I guess we're not doing it that way. Go for the kill then.
Eradicate it.
Actually, screw it. We're going in for the
Power
full kill.
resides in the will of the righteous.
You. Do I just focus down these guys? Nah. Ooh, I could kill Mamon's Eye.
As the
Kill him.
Emperor commands.
I will drag you into oblivion with me.
No, you're dead. Wait, you're not dead?
I'll do it.
I said you're dead.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Are you blaming kidding me? It's almost like he's made to not be killable. All I'm saying is I feel like there's a strong chance that he's just made to not be killable. I did get my buff on you, right? Revel in Light, yeah. feel like that should have given you health. Ablard. I'm a bit worried that it didn't.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
That was a mistake. Who do I want to give a turn to? I kind of want to give a turn to me. Do I want to give a turn to me? You know what? Why not? I'm going to give a turn to me.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Because I want to kill off him. Because I don't want them getting close to my main dudes.
It's as good as the your end was inevitable.
Ooh, one shot. That's nice. Got a nice little charge. I could kill off you two, I guess. Then suddenly I could charge into this combat. Nah, let's finish off these guys.
I'll see to it another enemy down.
Wait, you survived?
I'll make it. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
What? Why is this person fucking invincible?
It's as good as done.
Yeah, they're just invincible. Okay, cool.
I'll see to it personally.
Let's see if damage over time matters.
On it.
Cassia.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Yeah, give him some more temp wounds. Right, so it's this dude's turn. I'm just gonna literally leave you. 'Cause it looks like, it kind of looks like you're
I'll make it
invincible for some reason, but whatever.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Consider this a taste of what's to come. Let's endure.
I'll see to it personally.
Let's get some bleed on them as well. Just because the bleed damage is always good and it adds up. Do this.
It's as good as done.
Surefire plan.
Who if not me? You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Move quick. Move up. You're gonna control shot. You're gonna burst rapid fire. And then you're going to Astartes bolt everybody in this area. And then do this. And then ooh, we could just make you finish this person off. First off, kick this person. They suck. Fire on mastery. Did nothing. Cool. Still don't understand that ability particularly.
Tested tactics are the best ones.
Bang. And what did that also do again? What was the debuff? I feel like there was also a debuff to it. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Indeed.
It's showing the pure power. I'm beyond basic demons at this point. Well beyond that.
Back and call.
Well, wait, what does this do, by the way? All enemies with my willpower failed. I become priority. Okay, there was a small part of me that was like, wait, does this make it so that they're the priority and not me? Missed.
Fuel the rage.
Yeah, mate, I can't kill you because you're literally invincible. I'm hoping that's not going to become a big problem. and will just disappear. But, mate, look at you.
To my rage.
I've killed you like twice now. That's how much I've killed you.
Rejoice in battle.
Let's have a look at this. 66% chance? Sure.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. I
Do this.
am his will made manifest.
Let's kill off you.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Let's have
As
another
the
turn.
Emperor commands, I act.
Let's finish off you. Ooh, I can't finish off you from this point. Okay.
I'll do it.
Well, I mean, we're still gonna take a
As the
shot at you.
Emperor commands,
In fact,
I'll do it. Guided by faith
my faith is my shield.
is a prayer.
As I staggers to his feet, bleeding from his many wounds, there was an awareness in his eye and fear that they're dead, gone, vanished. But I can still hear the whispers. How do Monkai bear them for days and days on end? You hear genuine confusion in his voice. You'll hear these whispers every time the void vessel travels beyond the veil. Learn to accept this. Find an anchor for such times or lose yourself. An anchor, Assyrian? That's for those who seek to delude themselves with false limitations. As long as I have a victim in plentiful supply, I won't let Lafresh claim me. Your presence is causing me a great deal of grief, Xenos. The kind stepped beyond the veil with nothing but with your crude technology and prayers to a deaf god. And you expect those such as I to rely on such paltry protection from the terror of she who thirsts? For your own sake, Lord Captain, why were you even listening to him? That there Xenos is worse than a wild beast. How can a ship that sails in the God Emperor's light allow one of its enemies to act like he's a master here? Living meat that serves you talks too much. They would, however, make perfect playthings. I need strength in order to suffer through your oafish voyage beyond the rail. If I don't obtain a source of such sustenance, Shyla Thresh will only keep testing my limit. Lord Captain, the officer has a point. If things continue on like this, we might end up with a mutiny on our hands. A massacre during every warp jump? As if we didn't have enough trouble to deal with on days like this. I kind of just want to kill him. I really just want to kill him. And I don't understand the logic behind not just killing him, you know? You see, my logic here is that he's going to... What I don't understand is, doesn't he get like an orb with his sister's soul in? Surely her suffering would be enough to keep you sated from she who thirsts, but I guess not. I guess she's literally unsatiable. Nah, he's dead. Did not react in time. Warp madness must have affected him more than he's letting on. He lets a short rasp and falls to the floor. His death throes only last a second and then the Xenos is no more. What did you have to say? Huh? What did you have to say? It also grants any melee weapon additional armor pen. That's good. I hope your vet doesn't hate me.
I always have a backup plan.
I feel like that was fair. Look, I feel like I'm playing this as an iconoclast, and what he does is definitely not like worth it. I understand the other people in my group have done bad things, but if you look at it, it's like Ablod hasn't done anything bad yet. Argenta hasn't done anything bad yet. You've got the Eldar who led me to Comora, but she was blinded by her feelings, and at the end of the day, like, I can't get at her too badly for that. At the end of the day, she got tricked. If anything, that's kind of on him. I don't know. She's the one that's the weakest case. I'm gonna talk with her. Hopefully she's not pissed at me. But I'll be honest, like... Huh. That guy doesn't look like he's doing any work.
Elantark, I trust your journeys were fruitful.
I've been mirroring over our conversation. I can understand why you do not like people, but I think there's something else. Something I cannot understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
I don't know.
You and I, Elantark, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time.
Why would I think this?
I will come to you with an answer later.
Am I still unworthy of discussing your world and your kin? Fair enough. What do you think is happening on Yanis right now?
The Lilithan is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithan is stronger. This world will live. My kin are probably still looking for a means to enter the webway. May the Lilithan spirit aid them in this endeavor. Beyond the gate lies salvation, and perhaps even knowledge about the fate of Krudarok and the remaining survivors.
Maybe.
What do you wish to talk about?
What's it like for you being on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuryani, are born and dwell on craft worlds.
Never heard this
To
said
find
before.
myself on a
I've
moving
seen it
world
written
again,
down.
even one such as yours, is a source of much joy. The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
It doesn't sound like she hates me. Keep up the good work, random servitor. Which I can take as like a bonus, I guess. I don't know. I think that was the right decision at the end of the day. He was good. But if he was doing that every time, I can't handle it. Lord Captain, we have visitors seeking an audience. Your presence is required. Who the fuck is this? What do you want? What are you buying? What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. I'm not buying anything. You may as well leave. Okay? You may as well leave. Come on, load. What is the last percentages and why is that such a big deal? I'm guessing that's the new stuff. That's it loading all of the stuff it already has like the cache for. And this is it loading the new stuff. Those claps are definitely not really weird. It's one dude that's constantly clapping. This guy, I don't trust him. Your lordship. The High Factorum bows low every few moments. Dunrock brings a perfumed cloth to his face, but his expression remains obscure. Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally, young man. I'm gonna get attacked. A man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone and express our gratitude to you, officially, so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, now known in every corner of the expanse, from footfall to poorest, dirtiest and most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command. There is no end to volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out that the vault had some century-old weapons in it. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priest helped with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the ship, to the bridge, as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism, which our tag priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatum. Alas, its machine spirit refuses to heed their rights, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Sure. I bet your Nomos can do something with it. It's a giant lyre? From that side, it kind of just looked like a giant lyre. This thing looms over while the spirit of the engine has gone silent. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess. Thank you. What weapons did you give me? Is that it? Hey Jay, what do you think about it?
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again.
I'll see you later. Okay, well, it was nice for everyone to say those nice things, but you didn't give me the weapons. At all. Like, I got no weapon. You lied to me. You know what, actually, no, before I leave. Back to the bridge. I'm going to talk with the High Factorum. Maybe there's something there. High Factum? High Factorum? I'm not sure how you'd pronounce it. Yes, I know that. I know that thing written there. Sorry,
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
What, to shoot a gun in this place? Yeah, probably. Hey, you. Where's my fucking weapon? No? Okay. Nobody's gonna give me my weapon. You said I got old and powerful weapons, and then you didn't give me them. What's here? Oh, that's a nameless star. Okay, that's the main quest. I'm glad that it's just a short jump. Urgent message: our former has arrested a dangerous saboteur who attempted to gain entry onto the bridge. This incident may be worthy of your attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances of her capture are rather strange. I think it'd be reasonable for Major Pascal to take a look at it as well. Very well. I'll speak to them. I wonder what it is. Is it going to be Pascal again? Is it another Pascal? Because his surname seems to be constant. We haven't done much Pascal stuff recently. We haven't done much Heinrich stuff from Kalox either. Ever since he got really pissed off at me for not allowing him to take the blimmin' thing. Nomos. Oh yeah. A group of servitors whose movement are suspiciously well synchronized stare at the towering prisoner. You do not need to hear them speak to recognize Nomos, who has seen fit to attend their interrogation. The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcer at his side. Deadly-looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded opulently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still. I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humblest apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother. The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pascal. The prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at Nomos' observing servitors. And of course I beg for forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It's not my intent to desecrate your temple. Before I accept your apology, I honor the fraternity of the Omnissiah's servants. It pains me to see you trespassing on board like a thief instead of arriving as a guest. For that I apologize as well. I did not expect to find understanding amid the suffocating ignorance that abound with the laity, and even many of my brethren. For this reason I chose to carry out my mission in secret, without seeking your permission. My name, if it matters, is Escapius, formerly a computer general of the Cognizant Fleet, now a Libra recluse with the status of Maliatech. Maliatechs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet. Have not crossed the line of heresy yet have come close to it. They were removed from the fleet structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and prevent sedation from spreading. All of this is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archive data. My lost status is part of a replacement string in a long corridor of long chronicle of the Cognizant Fleet. I have come not as a priesthood's messenger, but as a faithful servant of the most holy Armament. My brother once served as an engineer prime on the ship. He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as I am. To spread that far. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told me of a journey embarked upon by Theodore von Valencia. A journey through a dimensional gate. An artifact more ancient than humanity itself. And towards worlds unknown. The blessed Armament was with her. There upon the dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle. The birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that this spirit then fell asunder, a slumber within the ship. Like a child in a cradle, not responding to the lowly pleas. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died. The ship upon whose deck the blessed Armament has walked, and prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. Armament travelled on the ship? Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Armament was part of rogue trader Theodore's inner circle before their ways parted. What do you know about this Great Spirit? It is a great miracle the Omnissiah's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasure that Armament and Theodore discovered upon the Dark Worlds. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides. And as long as the Cognizant's fleet is racked by schism and my brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, there is no one to aid the spirit. That is why I am here. I came here. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Wilbur. We know, we sense that his words are about us, and that the story he has told is our story. You are strong, and yet you let yourself be caught. I took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Omnissiah grant us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the flail and blind creatures that are all who have not yet tasted his knowledge. Come to a decision regarding your fate. Whatever it is, I will accept. And so will I. And yes, I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you keep him from us. We ask you to keep him from us. We ask you to keep him from us. Actions have caused no harm, so I shall not harm you. You are free. You may stay on the ship if you so choose. You are mine. You shall very much know. I will find you guilty of offences against the Cult Mechanicus and House from Valencia. None of... The only options are you work for me or death. I just want it to be like you're free, but you're not allowed on my ship. You're banned from my ship. I'll take this one. I couldn't ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe in reverence. Numbers servants turn their head to you and nod all at once, which can be interpreted as an expression of gratitude. Oh, so he wanted me to keep them there. I misunderstood what that said. Hey, Nomos! Oh, buddy, old pal. Yeah. I see you found your great spirit. I have found a miracle and the end of my worldly road. I have never seen nor will ever see anything more meaningful than the spirit of Nomos. In the face of its multitude, we are nothing but the fixed values of an enormous function. Have you been doing, Nomos? We've been studying and observing and helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms that would have suffered without our input. What does that mean by that? Yes, Nomos remembers. You brought us data sustenance and it contains a name. Epitaph. We recognize it. No, not like that. In that name we recognize the place where Nomos originated. Nomos suddenly falls silent. Symbols race chaotically across the screen of the huge cogitator, and you hear an almost human groan come from the depth of the machine. Nomos understand, realize, comprehend themselves. For a moment there is silence, only by the moans of a huge machine, and then the cyber gargoyle begins to speak, and with it the other servitors chosen by Nomos. We have analysed the data with which you have sated us, and we have recreated the sequence of events. First there was Epitaph. It is a world, but is merely a container for something we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodore on this ship has been to that place. Something was lifted up from the world, a gift, a trusted priest in Crimson, one who identifies himself as Armament, comprehended the gift raised from Epitaph, and from it he created what the databanks list as a tech blight. But that is not how Nomos came into being. We were not invented. We were not freed. We came into being by accident. The chorus of servitors sound genuinely confused, almost desperate. Theodore's ambitions, the myriad mechanisms of the huge ship, Omnant's mind, the inquisitive attempts to comprehend and extract, the dormant blight, the dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in its depths, and between it all, we slipped in, connected and emerged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Accidents, incidents, that's what we are. We are no purpose. We have no purpose, no history. Nomos just are. You know where Epitaph is? The data is gone. Erased deliberately, but we cannot trace who did it or why. A tech blight? A gift, a terrible one. You would call it a weapon. Theodore coveted it. He needed it desperately, but we do not know why. How is Armanant involved in this. He desired knowledge. Theodore allowed him to explore the gift of Apataph, slaking his thirst, but we know it did not bring him happiness. In the footprints of his slaked thirst, fear followed. Blessed Armanant was involved in the birth of the spirit named Nomus. I do not believe for a moment that he could not have been frightened by this miracle. It was not us he feared. He did not know us, but only suspected. His mental processes were occupied by the tech blight. That was what he feared. He wanted protection from it. The ship was on Epitaph. Armanant travelled aboard it, investigated the tech blight, and Nomus was born as a result of an incident. So how was it possible that no one in the crew knew the whole truth? The truth was hidden, deliberately. Your officer's memories were stolen. All the Cognitor's memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us the truth bit by bit for us to piece it together and understand. How the hell do you do that? Get rid of everyone's memories? Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the Blessed Armanant himself, and he would never destroy knowledge. This story disturbs me. It sounds like an echo of the sacrilege whose name is the preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomus must be protected from the encroachments of this power that tried to conceal the truth of its blessing. It was probably Tzeentch. Enough about the past, let's talk about the future. You do in fact have a purpose, Nomus. Then tell me, what is our purpose? Simply live, comprehending yourself and the world. Life does not need a purpose to justify itself. To simply live. The chorus of servitors dutifully repeat your words, but seemingly without understanding. Then, understanding them, Nomus is preoccupied. The huge cogitator continues to sing its creaking song, running the unknown calculations. Blessed by this spirit, a great path and a great future lies before you, and we must assist it in its ways. I will take my leave. I don't think he likes my ability. My my decision. Jesus. Blimmin'. Jesus Christ. I need to calm down. Okay. How many blimmin' stops until we get to Daggerus? Okay. What's going to affect me now? Oh, I probably should do all this. An incredible find has been found on Foulstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of St. Kepha's lost diary has been found during the restoration of his crypt. According to its records, the members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find the crypt ark containing a relic of St. Cogitus, the Crucible. Kepha's writing on it is vague. It's called the Sculptor and Transformer of Granting Life and Grace. The explorers have sent a delegation claiming the treasure. The heated dispute has been going on for many days. What say, my companions? It is likely that the research contained in this ancient treatise and archives repository of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedents. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win this dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amalian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of St. Capius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, there is no doubt will remain that it is indeed a holy relic, and not the properties of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Shireen, do you know of the best motivation to make enemies ripe for the compromise? The danger of losing any sort of benefit. It is within your power to take the Crucible for yourself, using the privilege of your warrant if you so desire. Why do you not imply such a possibility to the parties involved? What do I gain from this? Okay. This is 100%. I think this one is good. Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I have become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the Crucible revealed a visual miracle to the enthusiastic spectres, presenting those who gathered for the debate sacred images of the martyr blessing the ancient artifact, and even through some witnesses Some witnesses claim to have caught a glimpse of some strange people operating the lens machines. Most of those present have admitted the fact of this miracle and the status of the crucible as a relic. They're supposed to have made peace with their lot and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the crucible. When the tech litanies have been completed, the tech priests depart Foulstone. Research into the crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by geothermic energy of the planet, it can turn wastelands into blooming gardens. However, a way to launch it is yet to be found. Ooh, that seems cool. Profit factors up. Anything else for me to do here? Profit factor up. Complacency up. Imperial Navy stuff up. Ooh, that's good. Holy man. I want this. Security for all colonies is incredible as well. Troubling news arrives from Janus, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, the workers have found a Xenos obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to the laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Mergerus region. It's almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only person who visit the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observation reports strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. Esteemed ultra requisitors are gathering freemen and daredevils for expedition into the heart of the region. They assume a priceless trove of Xenos mechanisms is waiting for them inside. Permission to advise granted. I await your proposals. The nature of Janus is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that Janus harbors specialists who are not only experts at controlling life, but on destroying it as well. Even though reports from the major biologists bear no mention of the storage of weapons of mass destruction, I have no doubt that they do possess some. They always have some lying around. I see no reason to not let them use them against this, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in affected sectors is recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. The sickly creature know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must amend quickly. We should catch some militants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what we're dealing with. Janus Warlord, no. Torpedo launchers. Blessing of the Warp Spider. That's kind of cool. I want that. I'm sending specialists to Janus capable of forcing compliance. The affected regions have been isolated. Soon after quarantine, one of the escaped wretches emerges from the jungle and hands the warden, who met him, with a parcel with some kind of Xenos artifact and a message. Accept the gift and leave the world in peace. The wretch was thoroughly interrogated, and so were dozens of other captive mutants. What little they were able to tell us was of no significant value. Most of it was nonsensical peasant superstition, although all of the wretches as one claimed that if the affected region was left alone, it would not expand. The assertion was soon confirmed, and the neighbouring agri-complexes soon resumed normal operations. Ooh, Churigan stuff. Profit factor. Ooh. I have that. It blocks. Okay, so you're going to choose one of these. I get the Scorcher. What is that? AP. Seeker of the Week. No, I think this forest thing, as much as it gives me something I already have, is the one I want to go. Just for the extra security, honestly. Although I have a decent amount of security thanks to what they did. Nice, there wasn't even a problem with that one. So I got new life. Sacred Flame just gives me weapons. Memory of the Daring. Ooh, that might be better. Also, it gives me Imperial Navy stuff. I like this as well, but there's nothing that says that I can't take this and then this. Genetic Mercy. What a name. Can't do any of those yet. Holy Prophet. Tithes and people. Complacent. I'd lose. Like, this just gives me stuff. This uses a load of stuff. But it gains efficiency and complacency, which isn't bad. Security for all colonies is pretty freaking good, though. Ooh, Imperial Navy things? I want that. More security as well. Lord Captain, the astropathic choirs caught a glimpse of horrifying visions coming from Vegbos 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after, a new section of deep tunnels have been put into operation. It was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, and attack quietly, leaving nothing in their wake. Consuming flesh, plasteel, and rockcrete, these churning of 1,000 claws heralds their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have sieged several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what. What think my advisors? What? Why do I gain lose profit factor from asking my advisor? What? Create a plan, Pascal. The ruthless plan of the Magos has been constructed with the utmost logic and logical perfection, taking its efficiency and losses into account. The smaller groups were sacrificed in order to preserve the forces of the larger ones. The defense squad met some swarms in the darkness. The monstrous insects clad in metal carapace tore apart everything with their mandibles. The carnage inside the narrow caves cost many lives, but in the end the creatures were exterminated, and the vile lair, not unlike a metallic crypt, has been ransacked for its treasures. That's not what it said, but it's effectively what it said. Earthbreaker gives me a lot of plasteel. I lose mechanisms. Mechanisms and stuff. Mechanisms would go down by like 5. I have -2. That's not good. None of these are good. So I'd have a lot, not a lot of that left. Not a lot of. I'd have a decent amount of that left, but I gain plasteel and adamantine, which I need a decent amount of adamantine. I need a lot of plasteel, but I'm getting some. More profit factor. Ooh, I just want more reputation with the Navy. Reputation with the Navy and profit factor is just the thing I need at the moment. That's all I need. Right, I think this will be where we end, if I'm being honest. I think starting Daggerus and starting the companion thing would, it's going to be a lot. I've been doing a lot of these surprise ones just because I've been having fun with them. We'll probably be back to just it being Wednesday next week, but I hope everyone's had fun, because I've had a lot of fun doing this, and it's something to keep my mind off of stuff. So I hope everybody's had fun. I've had fun, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Rogue Trader, but I'll see you on Monday for whatever I'm feeling like playing at that point. Bye, 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 bye.